full D&D 5e version update in Foundry, which just took a year to fix.
That's crazy,
They
especially
just
since
got
we're
that fixed.
beyond 5e now, right?
We are.
Well, it's
We're in
technically
5e plus.
well, no, it's still technically 5e. It's just 2024 edition. They did not
5e
officially
plus.
1D&D or anything like that. They just said 2024 edition. Woo! That's exactly how they announced it, by the way.
I thought it was D&D
believe it.
Shard, the new interactive online map all-in-one system.
No, that's
Hold on.
D&D.
I need to attack
Oh,
Gabugulio real quick here.
Yes.
What? What are you doing to me?
No, wait a minute. Frank,
Oh.
hold.
You know?
No, I need
There
to be
you
able
go.
to hit the target.
Ooh.
That's the target that I used to test.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Whenever automation happened, I just summoned an ambush. Greg.
Okay.
I found my complaint. I can't resize the
Okay.
combat tracker anymore.
Oh yeah, that is a problem.
That is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing
legitimately.
it resizes, but like I usually like to.
So if I do,
I have never needed to resize the combat tracker, but now that you've told me I can't, it is
Yeah.
gonna drive me fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, I know,
Me too.
right? I feel like I don't feel like I've ever really resized it either, but it's the fact it's a right that I should have.
I still want Foundry to be multi-screen, so I can have the information on a different screen and the map and the action on another.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I would like that too. I'd
Or,
really like to be able
like
to
I
put the
ranted
chat
about
somewhere
1 or
else.
2 sessions ago, where like when Xbox was trying to set it up so that you could have a tablet while you play the game, so you could access your inventory
Yeah.
without going into a menu. This would be
Yeah, you
dope.
mean that was a big thing when they tried
I
to
thought
push
that was just so that you could type profanity to other people on the internet.
This game would be absolutely dope to have my character sheet and actions on a tablet, and then the big screen that I'm maneuvering around in.
4244.
We had a time we played in person where it was like D&D on a D&D Beyond for character sheets on the laptop, and then we rolled and had the map in person, so you could technically have it on 2 screens.
I've done it in person using not Foundry, but using the app to help, and it is interesting to manage.
The app's not great. People actually had like tablets and laptop and were just using the internet version of it as opposed to the app downloaded.
Yeah.
Because D&D Beyond's app is still not great.
Sorry, I lied. I was using the
I gotta be honest.
version,
The
but like,
website's pretty okay. Tablet, pretty shit.
I did notice a difference though if I rolled with real dice versus if I rolled with the app. Sorry, the website.
Which way are your dice bias?
Attack rolls are better in the app. Damage rolls are better with real dice.
I can tell you in Foundry, all your rolls are usually just bad except for mine. Because
Yeah.
I cheat.
I mean,
Back-end code.
Frank and Mike, do you remember the sexy ass rogue dice set that I bought where the D20 was heavily biased to 7?
I think so. I think you rolled a lot of 7s.
Which was really
like
weird because
many
it was
7s.
a D6.
I went like three or
It's a
4
really cool
sessions
dice set too.
where I was rolling like a lot of 7s, and I was like, fuck. And I finally sat down, rolled it 100 times, graphed it out, and like on a D20, it should split to roughly 5-ish rolls per side, and it was like 23 rolls landed on 7. It was like a 4x what it should have been.
Well, I mean, think about how cheap dice are to make. There's no way that they're weight balancing those things.
There are certain more expensive ones that you can get that are probably more accurately balanced.
Maybe I often
But if
find
it's a generic,
that the more expensive they are, it's the more time they've put into the details and craftsmanship.
that's true. They probably don't roll it as much.
Yeah, and the detailed craftsman ones actually might be even more unbalanced because you're adding and removing material, which might lean one way or another.
I just had a set of dice that could knock someone out if I threw one at someone.
That one's cool.
That's how you keep your players in line.
That's why I only play online.
I want to order you like a 4-inch.
You have to remember my old
Hogston.
metal dice that I used to use. That used to every time I rolled would make so much noise.
Yeah, you could only roll it on the floor because the freaking table was going to collapse.
Okay, so
I think this dark mode's
Are
too
we on?
dark.
are we good? It is a little.
I
'cause
just
we're
turned
also in
up
the
the
cave. It
brightness
might
on my
actually be hard.
monitor significantly.
I think
I
it's in the
switched-
cave.
I just switched it back to light mode for the hell of it, and like the majority of the UI is still quite dark.
They did go with a more darker. Also, the pause icon looks kind of cool now.
Well, I mean, Frank, you know what they say, Wizards of the Coast, fuck accessibility.
Yeah,
They do say that. They do say that.
I hear they
And just
say it at the-
everybody as well.
That's like their end
and on that
Is there a
note,
difference?
that was
Is-
too good of a segue. I can't.
Is there a
no.
difference between the dark and the light mode? I've just hit both, and I don't.
So you have to hit save, and then like the chat and combat tracker change, and everything else remains exactly the same.
If you look at who's going, only Keegan can see this right now. But whoever's up in combat order has a D20 circling around them, or behind them. It's like
Oh, yeah.
rotating behind them.
I wonder
I
if
thought
it,
that
wonder
was
if
just
it
a
still-
dope aura that I had now forever.
I wonder if it
Nope,
still
no.
plays world-ending sounds whenever it's our turn.
I think that's an
I
add-on that
can't-
still works, so that's probably gonna stop. What did
Are
you?
you kidding?
cannot
He
see a
down.
difference.
He enables that one on purpose at this point.
Pain is fun. And on that note, so last time on D&D, you guys pretty much most of the session was killing Godric. You killed Godric. You got a +1 bow. That was pretty fun. And then you came to, and we're told that apparently some time had passed since you were down with Sauron. I think you might have been told that previously, but that's just was an important thing. And the wolf was closer. Had made up time and space somehow because of whatever happened down in the area underneath where Mordor used to be.
Stupid.
And then you were given a choice because the merchant left a map and some notes. Essentially, he had been gathering information on Malhoun because you had mentioned him and he was curious. And Malhoun apparently kept traveling east, and he had gone over and taken the slower way over the mountain that leads the lands between,
And through the
which
woods.
is the zone to the east. And so you had a choice. You can go under the mountain, which is a harder but quicker option, or you can go over the mountain, which is a slower but easier option. And you guys went under the mountain.
Right, because
So
we're looking
after-
for a warlock. Right.
Yeah, we actually heard Warlock, and then
You heard
said,
that a warlock was going to be under the mountain. That you had met some travelers that had just come over the mountain, who had told you a story of apparently a warlock had taken up roots under the mountain, and it was a very dangerous path because of that. So no one was going that way. But because of the zone actions that you can do, you were like, oh, warlock, we could possibly take out a kind of a warlock, a type of cult, or another warlock leader to cement your warlockiness, your patron in the area. So you went under the mountain, you went into a cave, you ended up getting ambushed by some gnolls, and then heard the warlock say something about here for Yigano, and you go, oh, this is a warlock of Yigano. That makes sense because of gnolls and what they had said. And then after walking around, you went down a ladder to the bottom area where it felt kind of creepy. Cruiser went around a corner, and as he was looking down a corner and everyone else was rounding the little crossroads here, a stone came off the ground and smacked Ripple in the head. And that's where we're starting, in combat, with this pile of stones that seem to be animating, ready to fly at any moment.
Ow! What the fuck?
And it's Cruiser's turn.
oh, I hear that, and I just ignore it completely. Kind of like, taking eyes at me. Alright, I will scooch over here. Oh my god.
I saw that change, and I'm not sure I agree with it.
Oh
It goes in the
my
direction
god.
you're walking.
Holy shit. That is. And if you hit Control C, it oh my god.
Should I be angry about this or happy? I can't really tell.
It is.
And I'm not willing to make that call, so please let me know.
As you click and drag, it keeps track of your distances.
It used to.
That wasn't add-on or anything.
Yeah,
Now
I think
that hasn't worked.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah. Okay. That was really exciting to see that.
Oh,
work,
do you
actually be really nice.
Do you like the fact that your token rotates when you move it in the direction you're moving? Because I can actually change that.
Oh, I didn't even notice that at all. I don't care.
Okay. We'll go around to combat and see how people feel about that. I'm on. Anyway.
Do I surprise this poltergeist?
You do not. You have an advantage because you're invisible. It is already in combat, so it's, in a defensive stance. Nice hit.
And then I will. Not a crit, move.
Okay. You hit it. And you feel like you did less damage than you expected.
I mean, I definitely did.
And that is with the magic weapon, too. I will point that out. We have the +1.
That's cool.
Was there a +1 on that?
There might not be. Did I ever give you an actual +1 longbow?
I'm pretty sure
there's a +1 on the damage.
So you only have you have a +4 to
It
damage?
might have gone away with the reimport.
You have a +5. I didn't reimport any of them.
+5 damage then.
Okay.
So it should be a +6 because it's a +1 weapon. Because you have 5 dex.
That's what I thought.
You have +5 to dex. So let me make sure I gave you. I'll take one. Wait a minute. That doesn't. That does change the damage to 1 more.
We had written it into Old Foundry.
It's quite possible.
Dang it, Wizard.
I don't know if this is working.
No, they logged me out of D&D Beyond.
Oh, no, okay.
Oh yeah, it is. The damage is supposed to be +6. Okay, cool. I would love to slap it with a little red ambusher. Oh, there. That's sort of doing something
Hey, it's another 4.
Alright, the rest is up to you guys. Good luck.
Character sheet.
That's me.
Oh, you're not down there. We'll go do this.
I probably should have been less dumb and remembered to actually put my bonus
Hunter's mark on?
Hunter's mark.
I do that all the time. I can never fault you for that. I have forgotten.
I will
in my ranger.
politely just say that I did entirely space on that, and that's my fault.
I do the same thing.
I got so excited by the actual trails for walking.
There you go. +1 longbow now, so it should be all the correct damage calculation.
I'm gonna bonus action.
Ooh, I can shove advantage. That hits. So close. And that does full damage because it's psychic.
So what happens when I do this?
I have to hit apply, and I also need to make sure that I do full damage. The sneak attack does the same damage as the weapon that you deal, I believe.
Yes.
It's dead. Dread Ambusher, if they changed it, it's psychic. It was not psychic in 2014. I wish it was psychic. Oh my gosh. Look at that. The Dread Ambusher is actually full damage. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you were headed down this area, this little side passage.
Whoa.
And then this happened. I
I
can change
don't
it.
like that.
I can very easily change it. Let me just go
Oh
to
my
the
god.
configuration.
Yeah,
Or-
that's a no for
Gabagulio,
me,
why are we
fam.
looking at the ceiling?
I slipped and fell. I think I tripped over you. Why'd you fall first?
Oh god, I think I'm falling.
Reload?
Oh,
Reload?
no.
Okay.
Oh god.
My screen went black.
Yeah, it's gonna reload everything because it was a core change.
Help.
Let me
Core memory lost.
rotate everyone's character back to normal.
Let's see if it works. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. So, there are two paths. You did not go all the way down. The one that is to the south.
Oh yeah, I only made it
Let's
about
break this down here.
6 feet down here.
Mm-hmm. And then there is a path to the north. You
Okay.
do know that the warlock is to the north. Grass did give when Gabagulio went into
Now-
his mind for a little bit to ask for help.
Now, yeah, did we
What?
tell them about how that ended? Did I talk to the party
Nope,
about that?
You didn't
No.
say shit.
You just said that to the north. I believe was what you said as you went in, and then you said your patron said to the north, and that was the
You
only
had a little bit of
information that was
seizure
given
and
to your
foaming
party.
at the mouth, but I figured that's usual.
And like, so
Then you instantly knew to the north.
it's not something in my mind that's like a drop everything. If we want to go south, I'll go south. But like, I feel like we should definitely, like, even if we finish what we came here to do, we should still go north. Is kind of how I feel about it. We should go north at some point, and if we miss them, we'll find them later. But like,
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's not more stuff
Yeah.
coming up our butts. So I'm gonna do a quick little peeky peek down here.
Okay.
Which is turning out to be a really scary ass S bend. It just keeps going. Mike's mouse is hovering really close to me, which is scaring me.
You see a dead end. It is just a dead end. You look up and you almost see some rubble as if there would be a hole potentially in front of you, but above you at the end of the S bend, but there is it has been fully caved in.
I poop back there while nobody's looking, and then they come around. There's nothing.
Sweet
There's nothing to see
Freezor.
back
What's
there.
that smell?
Oh god.
oh no,
There better not be
I
any
told
news
you guys
back
I had
there.
to use the bathroom.
The I'm gonna
Go back
I'm gonna
around,
recast the
Gabagulio.
invisibility
oh
spell. 'cause
god,
It's not letting me see
yeah, I'm glad I
Freezor.
didn't go.
Just poop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys would have to like basically come right up and almost be touching me to see me in this gloom.
No, I have my.
Just you're adjusting.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah,
see
you-
invisibility.
you have-
invisibility spell.
See
so I know
invisibility
exactly-
too, that's right.
Whee!
Okay.
All right,
So you
cruising.
see another fork in the road.
Yeah, forward. Well, this one just looks like it loops back to where we kind of were.
It can't
As
based
you
on how the physics of the world work.
Maybe physics
Yeah.
don't apply down here.
I'd poke myself down around in this. Oh fuck!
What's everyone's passive perception?
Just high enough.
300.
Look, I gotta try, okay?
14.
I'm gonna see
17.
where passive perception now lives.
It lives right next to your skill on the main
11.
character sheet.
Right next to your skill on the main character sheet.
Skill, so
Oh,
it should
the-
say
the
plus something and then
super
the tiny
tiny
number.
grayed out.
16.
Okay, so you guys
You get to see Kreezor die.
no
Resort gets to see
Someone-
resort.
nothing can really see Kreezor right now.
But I can't see it either.
Okay, so you are all able to
Nothing, but what about
Walls?
no one?
Oh, unconstrained. I have to actually click unconstrained movement. From the wall, a ghostly figure appears and starts heading
goodness.
towards Anam.
I'm spooked.
I'm gonna
I-
roll for initiative as it's like, save me.
Sorry, what's that? You want soup?
I like soup.
Everybody likes soup.
I wish our alchemy jug made soup instead of mayonnaise.
It doesn't have to make mayonnaise. It's just
Who's
the
that
funniest
rumbling
one.
back there, you guys?
Wait,
Oh, it was
guys, I've made
No.
a.
Wrong side.
Oh, thank God.
You make mayonnaise one time.
I've made mayonnaise soup.
But it was a lot of
Roll
mayonnaise.
It's way
Oh,
too
boy.
much mayonnaise.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, but like I really
going
get to go
to.
first, right?
You're like, help me. And is going to go and try and drain life from an elf. As you see this specter with pieces of flesh taken out of it as something and gnawed at it, and you get the idea that this might have been someone who was taken out by a hungry thing. Potentially an old.
Yo, who's eating these ghosts?
So
The 15.
15
yeah.
ghost eater?
15 hits by
I'm
itself.
going to use my reaction to defensive duelist.
the
There we
cards
go.
are all hidden.
They are.
Oh, they're all hidden for me. Nice.
Yeah.
Reveal to everyone. There you go.
And I feel like I'm being left out because of that.
They're hidden because if I hit private GM roll, everything rolls private GM.
Now I
that
can
roll.
see more than I probably
Oh.
should. I can see his plus to hit and everything.
I can see
That's
your
fine.
tax return.
It's honestly, I can't.
That's
I don't know how to make that private right now.
And your
You
mother's
can see his
needed
plus
me.
to attack.
Sure.
It's okay.
Oh wait, no, I just know that. My bad.
Just go meta.
As long as you're okay with it, that's all that matters.
As long as you're not gonna meta, we're good.
I'm metaing so hard right now.
So
gonna
hard.
meta
What if
even
I buy
harder.
stocks in meta? Then can I meta?
No.
Recommend doing that.
I'm a
Me
Julio.
either, but like, if it would give me an advantage in game, I might.
It will not. You will actually have disadvantage on everything.
Oh, good. Well,
Intelligence based.
And wisdom. Take them both out.
and
Make them both up.
I'm gonna lose so much money, I may as well roll con too.
Sure.
Let's just Eldritch Blast. That sounds
Actually, I guess Ripple or Gabagulio could go.
You're fine.
Okay, you're fine. Keep going. You do your thing.
I hit Eldritch
Ripple, like-
Blast, but it did nothing.
Oh, those are the buffs. I thought you had 2 negative things on him. The positive.
No, he has no damage.
And if I
Mage
hover over
armor
them on the
and
combat tracker, it tells you.
I can't cast this spell.
I feel like it's something that used to not be the case.
Are we paused? No. You had
Yeah,
this
when I-
issue.
When I click
Blast.
Eldritch Blast, I can't get an attack or
Yeah.
damage it.
I
Are you
believe
clicking
you
on
can
one
cast it.
in the hotbar, or are you clicking on one in your sheet?
On my sheet.
Eldritch Blast doesn't count.
Yeah, I had to redo my hotbar stuff, so if you're clicking on the sheet, then I have no idea.
What if I cast Lightning Lord? That has damage. So just Eldritch Blast? Okay.
Yeah. It's that
Cast
Old school.
magic
here.
missile.
You have a +6 to hit. Roll it to 1d20 +6. Eldritch Blast is the only one that's broken. That's fun.
At least
Warlock's
he's not a warlock.
He's
so it
right.
shouldn't come up top.
That hits.
Okay, that is 1d10 plus my charisma mod.
Yes, you have to think. What if I want to give you
Next round, I'm going to need you to roll physical die on camera.
the spell? Okay, roll the second spell next time. How much was that for? Oh my goodness, max damage
Yeah.
is very badly hurt.
So
Not badly
next-
hurt enough, if you ask me.
Okay, next time you want me to use the second one. Okay, sure.
No, it's 5. You're not 4. You're not 5 yet. You don't have a second Eldritch Blast.
No, yeah. So next turn. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe I have anything else. Nope. You're good.
Ripple. Unless you want to move it.
Nope.
Well, this ghost looks like he does not want to be caught on fire.
I don't think that's unique to this ghost.
That hits. It seems to do less damage than you
It-
expected.
It does not, because
Do you have fire at it?
I
you have-
do.
Evocations. No. Potent. What? Elemental Adam, you chose fire.
I did.
Okay, it's dead. But you're still in combat.
Bum, bum, bum.
We can try to roll a perception check if you want to see anything.
That probably takes an action, correct?
Yeah, so that would be next turn. You can walk around, you can move around, you can run in circles, screaming, knowing that you have a sense of combat still.
Let me look at my list of things that I might be able to do, maybe. I'm going to move 10 feet to here.
Okay.
Bold choice.
I don't see anything other than my brother, so I will move 10 feet back.
Cool.
And then turn.
Breathe or.
So from my perspective, I just heard some stabbing
And a fire beam.
and a fire go off. Ripple just steps around the corner, looks at me, and then walks back casually. Communicates nothing.
You didn't ask.
I'm just gonna assume everything's alright back there, and
Getting you back for Rusty.
yeah, I'll step forward and just make sure there's nothing up here that I see. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of fucking bones.
There are a lot of bones. You see a large pit of bones. Nothing alive. Just
Nothing moving?
You know, undead things
Just-
aren't alive either.
Yeah, we just killed a ghost.
It's true.
Thing. That could be a pit full of skeletons that just haven't animated yet. Could be.
They got a point. I am going to... Can I move and hold an action?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to attack anything that looks not
Sus?
like, yeah, it looks sus. I'll basically just have a bow knock.
Okay. So, you do that. And before Anam goes,
No.
seemingly out of nowhere, a ball of light illuminates. You can't see that though, because well, now you can. And it floats over to Brixham. And you see electricity crackle around it. And then shoot out of it at Brixham.
I think I speak for all of us when I say, what the fuck?
That's gonna
It does.
almost critically miss. And then you're gonna see it vanish away into the shadows, except for Ripple, who can see it still as it moves away. So this works. Anyone can make an attack with it with disadvantage because Ripple can see it, because he can kind of tell you where it generally is. But Ripple can make a full attack against it.
Huzzah, fuck faces.
And now it's Nom's turn. That's why I'm not making it go invisible.
So anyone else can make an attack with disadvantage.
Correct.
All
If
right.
you give yourself advantage, you will cancel them out.
I'm going to do that.
Say it.
Say it ain't so.
It's not going to help me.
It does not hit.
That is my turn.
Okay.
Because you didn't say it.
He didn't.
Brixham. You did say it. though.
I'm gonna take an attack.
Well, he didn't say, I'm gonna steady aim.
Brixham is
Oh,
gonna hit
shit.
it because he has the power of God and anime on his side.
And also Mom.
Ripple, tell me where it is.
Did Discord just shit itself?
Gotta go.
Did it?
No, it would be
Hello?
just for you if it did.
Thank you,
At
Frank.
disadvantage.
I can hear everybody regularly, so let's just be.
That does not hit.
That's...
It deftly dodges aside.
Hello, Frank.
Hi. That was fun.
Hi.
I've done
and
that
would you like
for
to move
me.
it?
Move over there.
Okay. Oh, it's not re-rolling initiative.
Nice.
Well, Frank got to
I
get
win.
his way.
Well, I
con finally paid off.
Listen, if it doesn't,
Initiative. Roll all.
All you had to do was pay Wizards of the Coast $1 million.
Gabagoolio.
Yeah. I will try that Eldritch Blast the DM told me to use. That one worked.
At disadvantage. Wait, it does not hit. I think I can change it so that it automatically rerolls it.
Here's a question, and it's okay if it's too metagamey. I was gonna ask, if I move to here, can I use Hellish Rebuke on it when it moves away from me?
Do you have Warcaster?
Why would I need Warcaster?
To Hellish Rebuke something? You can reaction a spell?
That's how Hellish Rebuke works? Yeah.
When something moves away, you can just
Hellish Rebuke.
Oh no!
Oh no! You're right. You're 100% right. That's not how that works at all. Yes, I can see. That's all I got.
With Warcaster, you can use an action spell.
No, you're right. You're 100% right.
Damage. Yeah.
You're 100%.
You can move up to it, become the main target, and then potentially Hellish Rebuke it when it hits you.
I don't want to get
That's
hit.
still a strat. I'd allow it. I don't want to get hit.
I don't want to get hit.
It's too scary.
I don't want to chase it down the hall either. If it runs away and we don't catch up to it, maybe it'll attack me. Let's see what happens. We'll try it once. I'm not going to keep chasing it because our friend and brother is halfway down the hole or whatever. But I'll move once and see what happens.
Ribble didn't say, "Get back here, we're being attacked."
hey Nom, you want to switch with me since I can see it?
But like, I'd allow that for the first, because technically Gabagoolio hasn't passed the turn yet.
Yes, I would love that,
Yeah.
actually.
I would have asked you earlier. I was just cooking dinner. It's a different thing.
I'll take that.
Well, you need to have a scream in the second round.
16.
Just open the screen, my guy.
Bam.
Open the screen on your phone. Be a real fan.
Have you heard of Google Glass?
Why are you like this? You don't have to be.
All right, is it me?
It is you. I changed it. Now we go. Boop.
Okay.
And it's you.
I am going to upcast. Fuck this guy.
You roll initiative. Bam. Got it. Sorry.
You.
Ooh, chromatic orb. 25 does hit. Nice. What are you casting before you say anything? What's
Fire.
this?
Sorry, because I do the fire thing.
This fire goes through anything, yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally cast Chromatic Orb too within the setting.
Nice. It does full damage. It is bloodied. It does not become visible yet, though.
Is there another bad guy nearby?
There is not. So
Okay,
your chromatic
it
orb
would
cannot.
jump, but it doesn't need it. But obviously, it can't.
You can jump to Gabagoolio if you want.
As much as I would love that, Papa did ask me to take care of Gabagoolio. And probably not in that manner, so I will be
Yeah, you
Take
can
care
do
of him.
I got it, Dad. Don't you worry.
Gotta make it at least
Wink,
look like
Zor.
an accident.
You haven't seen anything happen. You know that there's a scuffle happening back there, though. You can definitely hear, spells going off still.
You fucking idiots! What are you getting into? You
That
little
You
thing.
don't see anything, but Ripple can tell you where it is, which is what we do with everyone else. So it's disadvantage shot.
Dribble pointing like to the left of
It's
Gabagoolio's
right
head.
there. Why can't you see it?
Yeah, okay, sure, man.
You know what? I gotta give it to
Gabagoolio.
the DM. I was very happy to see that there was an invisibility spell, and I've got to give it to him that he gave us invisible characters.
I did give you invisible characters. That does miss.
How much does that hit
critically
Gabagoolio's ear?
miss. It does not.
I'm dead now.
He's dead. Would you like to move at all? Do you have any more movement you'd like to do? You are allowed to.
Upon missing that, I'll get right up behind
This
Ripple.
round with
so that
combat.
I
You
can
can't do
fight.
40 feet. Unless you have natural 40 feet.
Yes, I can.
You have natural 40? Nice! Congratulations.
I kept
That means you can
forgetting
move
that I
50 feet on your first turn? Let's go.
Yeah, no, I keep forgetting that.
So this is going to advantage shock Gabakuda. He's going to come out of being invisible.
I'm shocked.
Missed so bad.
He
and
saw
then-
me getting ready to use Hellish Rebuke. He's like, oh, maybe not.
He's going to do the same thing he did last turn. And be invisible.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Nope.
Okay.
The only thing it does is not give you an opportunity attack.
Yeah, because you can still get advantage.
Fair enough.
So can Ripple see where it is right now?
Yeah, I'm allowing him to see. Communicate it. You run that direction. Second. I like the ability that see invisibility gives you more than just you. See,
I'm gonna try and. Can I use Toll of the Dead?
Yes. You'd be able to just hit it for sure. Saving throws, kind of. Yeah, that's a good call. It means you roll it.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna have
Toll of the Dead.
I'm gonna have it roll it. It rolled a 17.
Oh.
Darn.
Rip.
I can't hit this thing.
Neither can
And
any
I
of
love
us.
busting Ghost. It feels so good. My turn's over.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
But who are we gonna call if we can't bust the ghosts?
Bustin', bustin', bustin',
That's a
bustin',
great question.
feel good, feel good.
Okay. Anam, what would you like to
Attack.
That's gonna be the thing that gets
Around the corner.
monetized for us.
do? That's gonna be it.
You
Somehow.
guys are getting paid?
No.
No.
Wait, where are you going?
Same thing. You could use this city if you want to negate the.
I can, I've already moved.
Or just take it. Oh, so then you can have 2 disadvantage shots.
I can.
That does not hit. All
about
does
that
not
one?
hit.
Sure.
Nope. Sure. And we go to the top of the round. Anam, would you like to switch with anyone?
Oh, Ripple probably.
Yeah, that'd
Sure.
be nice.
You are fine. Creaser, go while I switch these initiatives.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Come on,
It's
Barbie,
you,
let's
Ripple.
go
And
party.
it's actually visible.
Nope. It is invisible, but Ripple can show you. Ripple, you're not going right now, though. You're going.
Oh, he's.
Yeah, you got excited.
Oh, sorry.
But
Sorry.
here's what
Sorry.
You're down there.
I got real. I got real excited.
You did get real excited.
I got so excited.
2 crit fails in a row.
Oh,
Now you hit
I
Anom.
wanted this server.
No.
Anom
Okay.
needs to take his dice back.
You hit a key support post. The cave collapses. We all die. You TPK the party.
We're not playing Cthulhu. Ross. There's no fumbles.
Not for you.
Do you think Cthulhu needs us to fumble the fuck us up that bad?
No. But it makes it worse. Okay, this is the guy's gonna go up for an this time. With an advantage shock.
Advanced stage.
Okay, it doesn't go invisible. It doesn't really have the will to live anymore. Ripple have fun.
But it does have the will of the wisp.
Exactly, but doesn't have the will to live.
How convenient for us.
That misses.
So, it will do half damage.
Sure. Potent cantrip. Okay, cool. It is still alive. Would you like to move it all, Ripple, before it wrecks it?
I'll go here so I can point it out down the hallway.
It's not invisible anymore, so you don't technically need to.
In case it rechanges, it's fine.
Sure. Bricks up. Stop rolling your own wisdom thing. I don't think it actually will roll his. I have to. Ooh, he failed.
Okay, I can roll damage.
Okay. He takes less damage than you expect him to. But he's still alive. Clinging on to life. Would you like to move it all?
No.
Okay. Gabagoolio.
This is unfortunate.
I understand.
I can't Eldritch Blast from 5 feet away. Won't it be a disadvantage?
I think technically, yeah. Range spells? Range
What?
spells?
When does
Unless
become
you-
Pathfinder?
Unless you
when
get spell
D&D decided to
sharpshooter.
stop being terrible.
Unless you get spell sharpshooter, it's made a disadvantage.
Wait, what was that,
Yes,
Ross?
range spell attacks have disadvantage if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and isn't incapacitated.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna back the fuck up, and if he hits me, I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke him.
That's it. He wants Hellish Rebuke to happen really bad. I get it. He's gonna hit you.
Cool. I believe.
For 13 lightning damage.
Okay, let's see a Hellish Rebuke.
It's a dex save, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dexterity.
Well, I rolled a 13.
Nice.
You take
Takes
full
20
damage.
25
So
damage.
he takes half damage, but that's still enough to kill him. He's dead. You took the hit on purpose. You dealt the killing blow.
Yeah, you did.
And you no longer feel on edge.
I have a mechanics question because I didn't check how many pack slots I have. I don't know if that actually casted or not. I don't know if I have one left or if I have none left.
I think you hadn't cast a pack slot. You think you have one left? I'm pretty sure you have
Okay.
one left.
Let me see if I go that far again. No, it does take it away when I get that far. Okay.
Okay, you have one.
So I should have
Okay.
one left.
So here you are at this crossroads again. Creaser knows that there is a pile of bones to the left, and there is a path that goes to the right.
Yeah, I would let y'all know that there is a massive, cavern filled with bones, and if y'all got interest or not, but it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I mean, just in the sense that it's a massive cave of bones.
I think we should check it out.
Alright.
Yeah. Let's do it.
What's the worst that could happen?
We could die.
What's the worst that
Oh.
could happen?
As I come up onto the... Oh, Jesus, mother of God,
But-
there are so many more bones than I thought.
Looks like
Dying
a
is just an
large pile of
inconvenience.
corpses.
can
As
be
we described
revived.
this before everyone
Oh.
moves forward. It looks like a giant pile of bones. It looks like a dumping ground almost, like something might have come down here and this is just where the corpses are piled up. You see, even from here, gnaw markings on the bones as if the meat had been stripped by someone trying to eat it as opposed to just decay and rot.
Hypothetically, I moved with them.
Sure, you do that before we unpause.
But not in reality.
You'd hit this button, then do this. Okay. Nothing is currently happening. You just see a large pile of bones.
I'm out. That is...
I mean, I have detect magic, but that's my last spell slot if I use it.
I'm
if
gonna.
it is
move up a
truly
little.
just a massive pile of corpses, Krazor is not super intent on crawling through them.
It looks like there's a passage to the
You
upper
do
right.
see a passage as you get up there. There is a passage to the upper right if you were to go further in.
But I bet you this is made of scary, spooky skeletons.
Can
And I
I
bet you they have a song and dance routine.
Can I
hope
survey
so.
the room to see if I see anything that could be a problem?
You can roll a perception check. Just know that it is very hard to detect
Guidance.
anything that is motionless potentially.
Boy, I wish I had that paladin ability.
So you can't really see anything. Your back, the hairs, I don't know if tieflings have hairs in the back of their neck, but
Sure.
if you have hair on the back of your neck, it stands up a little bit though. You don't see anything, but you get a feeling of unease as you survey the room closely. An extra feeling, because this whole place is a bit uneasy, but you get like an extra feeling of unease, something on top of it. This room doesn't seem right.
I'm telling you all, massive pile of bodies, not something Greaser wants to wade through.
We could
Fair.
check the other way first and see if that leads us to where we need to be, and then come back here if it doesn't.
Yeah, this place is unholy.
I don't really feel like fighting a giant bone golem at the moment.
Why not?
Bone.
Just feel unholy.
What if his name is like Jackson?
Some sort of prayer to his god.
Jackson the Bone
Just
Golem.
leading the charge.
Jackson sounds like an upstanding gentleman, but at the same time, I think he'll be angry at us just for existing.
You know, that sounds like
Okay.
him. He's not really not as good as Jim.
Jim the bone golem or Jim the flesh golem?
Jim
Okay,
the
so
skeleton that's
you-
piloting a meat
Jim from
mech.
IT.
See another
Oh, I don't like
crossroads in front of you. One goes south and one goes north.
Boy, I think we're missing
You
out on whatever's
hear-
way back.
At the exact same time, a laughter that chills you to the very bones, coming from a seemingly nowhere but also everywhere at once. And everyone to make a wisdom saving throw
Does
as
it
it
chill
reaches a
us
crescendo.
to the bones that we just saw?
No, but it's bad to the bones we just saw.
Oof. Y'all, can I stop rolling ones?
Maybe.
Nom and I are BFFs.
Okay.
Wait.
So,
No. Hey, me and Brixham are also BFFs. Kreezor, you're the fifth
Brixham,
wheel.
Gabagulio, and Kreezor, you all
Die.
feel a gnawing hunger in
Nice.
the pit of your stomach. You are all going to take...
You're just hungry.
An obscene amount of ouch damage.
3 necrotic damage. As you feel... Or no. Yeah, we'll do necrotic damage. That makes sense. As you feel the hunger just start to consume you, you feel a need to eat beyond anything you've ever felt before in your life.
I'm gonna rip my pack open and grab whatever rations, whatever I have, and start just eating.
Ripple, give me one of your books.
No.
Brixham.
I toss a book from my pack at him.
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
just
whoa.
a snack.
Just, all right.
So while the two of you are going, you feel like you're eating, but it is not satiating you in any way, shape,
He's
or
eating a
form.
book.
You feel like you need to consume, as you're eating raw flesh, you need something fresh, a fresh kill, something raw.
Like a brand new book.
I use
it.
the alchemy jug and I give him the 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
It doesn't work.
I mean, what is fresher than magically conjured mayo?
Magic mayonnaise. Yeah.
Are there any rats or anything
Hold on.
in here?
Hold on.
If only we had a
Do
meat
I-
bag.
I've got this.
I'm gonna follow Kreezor. I can
Is-
follow
Gabagulio, what are you gonna say before I
Is
have
the
someone
one-
make a check?
Because I ate one before, is the 1 HP scone extra satiating normally? Or is it just a
No.
scone?
It,
Okay.
It's a scone. It's not gonna satiate this.
It's not like a good berry.
No. Correct.
Okay.
One of you can do an investigation check if you'd like. One of the
I
three of you
will.
looking for food.
I'll
One
help
of the three
you.
of you looking for food.
Can I help?
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
can
these
I?
guys.
Out of
Can I be
Gabagulio,
looking for,
Brixham, or
uh,
Kreezor, which one of you would like to do an investigation check with advantage?
I will.
Out of the three of you
Okay.
that are looking for food, that are hungry.
Oh.
Can I do a survival for rats? We are in a cave.
Sure.
Kreezor,
With
find
it-
them.
With
Got it.
advantage because all of the beautiful people helping
Yes,
me.
advantage because they're helping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you are able to find rat tracks seem to go to the south and to the east.
I'm like basically down on all fours, ferally hopping toward these rat tracks. Y'all need to keep up.
I can't
Oh,
see him, but
boy.
can I hear where Creasor's going?
Yes, you hear him. He is pretty much dropped any form of stealth at this point. You can't see him, but you can hear him very much. To your east, you see a rat, 3 rats caught in a web all the way in the
Guys,
back.
This way.
Ripple,
Close
something
enough.
bad's happening to our
Close enough.
brothers.
Yeah, no, I don't love it. I will be.
And
I'll
the
be
3 of you
honest.
take 3 necrotic damage again.
I like to assume over here. My Creasor got out again.
Wait again. Sorry, I missed the first one.
Yeah, so it's 6 total over both.
Our cleric probably should do something about it, but I feel like he's too busy eating rats.
I'm gonna eat some of the rats too. Why? What are you trying to say?
Where's
nothing.
the rats? Is there anything
Okay.
alive in
The
here?
rats.
Well, as the
Nuts.
3
I'm
of
trying
these are
to start
having a
moving,
discussion,
God damn it.
I'll say you got up to like, we'll say a nom because you wanted to start moving. You're up to
So-
like here. You're in between as they're having this discussion.
Okay, I'll take it.
Was I also supposed to take 3 damage because of
Yes,
that?
you took 6 total. There was 3
6
and 3.
total? Okay.
So as Creasor just bumbles along, he is still invisible, but he's made so much sound that at this point something could probably guess where he is. You see from the webs descend 2 large spiders and a humanoid spider come from out, and then we're gonna start combat.
Eat that!
No.
Not Shelob again.
It's not. None of them look near as scary
Kebab
as
Shelob.
what-
Oop, there we go.
And roll all. Ooh, look at that. Nam, would you like to
Love
switch
it.
with anyone before you go? Or would you like to go first?
I'll switch with. No, actually, I won't.
All right, Captain America.
I'm super okay with this.
I could
No,
do
I
this
don't
all
think
day.
I don't think I will.
Let me get a rat real quick. Put some
Ugh.
There's no rat.
Let's try that.
Pirate. No,
I mean,
no rat.
I'm not particular. I will also eat spider.
Dude, you just ate a book.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Alright. I'm going to attack.
Your second attack will have advantage if your first hit, right? Because you would vex
Because of
into your
Vex,
second
correct.
hit. That hits. I hope a natural 20 hits. Not natural. A non-natural 20 hits. Ooh, nice.
Alright, so yeah, that spider is vexed. I'm going to not do that because that was wrong button.
So you're
This
not
will have
doing it. That hits.
That one is going to do. Sneak.
Bam and bam. Dead. One shot. 1 round done. There is a dead fresh kill. Okay, so
There you go, folks. It's what you've asked for.
Thank you, brother. And I can't move that far.
you can spend your if
Oh,
you
no, I
want to
would
try and
add-
do anything else. So there's 2 things. You can use your entire turn to eat it, or you can try and make a wisdom save to stave it off if you want to attack other things. It is up to you. You can try and
no.
stave it off for another round, or you can eat it and just go.
I am proficient in wisdom, so maybe I would make the wisdom save first.
And also, you're a cleric. You're kind of, you're definitely suffering from something, but there's definitely a part of you somewhere that notices that you are
Maybe,
having
like-
some mental issues.
Right there, I'll just round it.
Sure. So make a wisdom save. Okay, you just barely failed that wisdom save, so you would have to use your entire round to go and eat. And I need you to do a constitution save if you're eating a live giant, or a barely dead giant spider. You are going to take 6 poison damage and have the poison condition. But I believe I have here somewhere dehydration. There's a dehydration.
Are spiders poisonous or venomous?
These are poisonous because they do poison damage. I mean, all of them do poison damage, but they're poison. They're poison. There we go.
Oops, I just turned
Okay,
it
and that's your turn. Creature, you can do the same thing or attempt to make a wisdom save or go for one of the rats. I don't know if you can see them. They're in the webs. There's one. Are you... Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You weren't visible originally. So there's one there. Wait a minute.
over here.
I think I'm making them invisible. Sorry. There we go.
Yep, they keep disappearing.
There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Right there. So you can go for a rat or you can go for the fresh kill. Or you can make a wisdom save to start to see if you can stave it off another round.
I mean, I would run up and grab a rat.
And that is your whole turn. Yeah, as you run up and you eat it.
Can I,
And
like,
this-
take to go, or...
If you are going to try not to eat it, then you are going to have to make a wisdom save. Right now. If you are going to just go for it and get this done with, you can just go for it.
Okay. Yes, I will devour this fucker right hard.
Okay, so you can also make a constitution
Webs-
save, because it is rather diseased.
Oh, man.
You're fine. You eat raw things. I should have kept them to give you an advantage because you probably eat raw things all the time. But that is your turn. So,
Alright.
Rip.
Save us. We know not
You
what we
hear
do.
commotion. You see, you actually don't see anything quite yet. Gablulu was saying something is down there. You do. It seems to the south, and it seems to come from a pretty decent way to the south.
Ha! Oh, you frickin' hooligan.
You can dash if you'd like, or if you have a spell that helps with
I
that.
do, but I was curious. Am I allowed to bonus action cast Expeditious Retreat and then do a cantrip on top of it as my main, or is Expeditious
Yeah.
Retreat all?
You can expeditious retreat into a cantrip for sure, because that's a spell into a non-leveled spell. So you're good.
I will cast that on me.
You have 30 more feet of movement. Question is it enough? You see it now.
Jesus Christ, you guys went down there. What the hell are you doing?
You're just having a you do not say anything. As you finish off your meal, finish up the entire action, both of you, you feel satiated, and you question why you just did what you did as you snap out of it.
Alright, I'm gonna action dash now to go 30 more feet.
Sure.
I've overshot it.
When we see a rat, you know you can see in there. It is all still pitch black, so you do just have your normal dark vision.
Okay, I can see a dead.
You see a
one
dead
on the
spider that currently Brixton is gorging himself on, and you see a dead rat being consumed by nothingness, because that's technically where Creator is. This rat is not here
I
anymore.
didn't think that my brothers would fundamentally change his people by going 100 feet down a tunnel.
That's the thing,
I
they've
passed
always
the
been
turn.
that way.
I cede the turn to you, sir.
Giant spider.
Okay. This one is going to use its action to go take a bite at you, which is going to be with advantage because you are so focused on your meal. Going to hit with a 17 just barely.
Oof.
That's going to do 14 damage. Do you have resistance to poison?
You do now.
You do not.
Oh.
Alas.
Yes?
You can't just say yes and make it true.
Jump.
Says who?
Okay, that is a dead spider. That's not going to go. And then the humanoid spider that crawled out of the web is going to run over to Brixham. You get a sense that they've done this type of thing before. They wasn't expecting probably for the large spider to die, but this feels like you're not the first ones to come down here and have this happen. So it's going to be a bite with advantage followed by a claw. going to hit with 18 for 10 damage. And then claw. And that is going to miss. Okay. Gabagoolio, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. If you fail, then you have to take your full action and your dash action, your full movement to try and get into this area as quick as possible. As you hear the sounds of someone gorging on a meal.
How about a 13?
Succulent
That just barely
Chinese meal.
passes.
Yes.
Just barely passes. You can walk down normally. You were at 12. You were so close.
What is the crime?
I see nothing.
Correct. Both Anam and Ripple are looking to the east. Anam having just like let loose a psychic dagger. You saw the second one go, because combat kind of all happens at around the same time.
I need to take a minute as a character and drink a potion, or I don't know how good a health I'm going to be in. So I think I'm going to forego the dash.
You can
Take
do a
the
bonus. Remember,
potion.
if it's on yourself, it's a bonus action dash.
Oh.
So you can, bonus action potion to use the potion. If it's on someone else, it's a full action.
Okay.
So you can bonus action, drink a potion, and then
So let's start with the bonus action potion.
2d4 plus 2. I don't think those potions are in Foundry.
Plus 2.
Yes. 6
so
6 HP back.
6 back.
Then you still have your option.
That gets me up over half at least. So
You see a spider currently gnawing on something that you can't see, which you're imagining is Krezor, in front of it. It just bit down, and you see it kind of pull away a chunk of carapace.
okay. That's all I can do, so I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay. At the top of the round, Krezor and Brixham no longer have attacks may take advantage against them since they have satiated their hunger fully. And they may do whatever they would like. So Krezor.
Like to not have gotten bit.
Guess you're gonna have to go back in time then.
Yeah. Can I cast undo?
Nope. But you are still invisible. It did seem to see you in some way, shape, or form. Like, it definitely tracked your movements fully. But after this, it seems to... its eyes now seem to be looking everywhere now that it's taken a chunk. As if it really is having a hard time. Having a time tracking you at this point. You get a feeling that you're once again invisible.
I'm gonna step myself back if it doesn't know where the hell I am. And Brixham's just getting absolutely piss knocked out of him down there.
Is he or is he on a dead body?
He's on a dead body, but he also is getting the crap kicked out of him.
He is also looking pretty good. I'm gonna shoot the spider next to Brixham. Is that advantage on that guy because I'm invisible again?
Yes, you are once again fully
see.
invisible. You're able to move around properly with invisibility. Essentially, your sounds, everything that happened was so manic that it let people paint a picture of where you were so fervently. And now you are able to compose yourself, move back.
You mean having a roughly human-sized thing sprint into a web and
Yeah.
not even grab, but bite a half-dead rat out of the web was
Yeah,
a possible giveaway of where I could have... Well, I'm not
exactly.
saying it's
Exactly where you were.
possible they figured out where I was, but I'm saying, it's kind of...
at 25. That's a tape.
Yeah, son of
No, you gotta say it.
Oh my god.
That does fucking damage to it. It takes a little bit of a chunk out of it. It reels back a little bit.
I am getting so frustrated that I keep forgetting that every single round.
We're gonna tape a sticky note to your monitor.
I need to put a sticky note that says Hunter's Mark.
Would you remember?
I
reading
still
out?
have the one that says I'm a trained soldier of the 10 pounds.
Well, there you go. Now you can make one with this hunter's mark.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and burn a Dread Ambush.
This is not the first. You can do that whenever. That's right. They changed that, which is great. That takes full damage.
Alright, that's what I got.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Anam, would you like to have switched with anyone except for Crazor, let's say?
No.
Okay.
And after I shoot, I'm gonna run up to the corner. Hopefully stuff will not easily be able to see where I just went.
Okay.
And on to the next one.
Okay, so you are technically in the web itself. So as you move up to the corner, you see the spider barely, it doesn't track your movements, but it knows where you're going, and it's going to shoot a web in that direction. Which is going to, you need to do a dexterity saving throw. If I hit that button, he's not going to be the one that throw. You have to freeze it. It's like he shoots it kind of in that direction. See if you can jump out of it. You jump out of it just fine. He isn't able to track you properly. Even though he sees the web move and he has the ability to kind of feel movement on his web, you're still light enough on your feet, you just dodge out of the way. And you notice that it doesn't seem to quite know if you've been caught or not, as the web hits the wall.
Nice.
Bricks him.
Oh, what did I do? And I'm gonna throw up some spider.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna cast
Puke spider directly onto spider.
bonus action
Make an
healing
intimidation
word
roll.
Sure.
myself.
Let me hit apply for that, and there you go. I can apply your heal when you cast it.
As my action, I'm gonna make an attack.
Sure. Hit him with mom.
Poison, so disadvantage.
Correct. That does not hit.
I'm gonna shift one spot down to the big spider.
Ooh, I'm sorry, that's the instant kill trap.
Ah!
That's my favorite kind of trap.
No,
no
it is-
death save kill trap.
Yep.
Our word kill trap.
This is now first edition.
Oh,
In
it's
first
just the
edition,
rock
when you
strap.
died, did you die?
Yeah, first edition was super rough. You had stacks of characters. From what I heard, I never played first edition, but I heard you would have just multiple character sheets ready to go. That hits. And then that would be it. 7
I didn't
plus.
notice actually studying it.
I saw. And you didn't have to call it, and you still hit. It is alive, just barely. How much does it move it?
I can't.
That's right, because it's dead. I always forget. I'll Gabagool, you roll a dexterity check. Just straight dex against this thing to see who goes first.
Sure.
And roll good.
Yeah, roll 3. I don't know if you can get lower than that. I don't know what your dex is.
It's a +2, so I shouldn't be able to.
You might be able to tie if you get a 1. If you roll a 1 as well. Okay, no, you're going first. Let me just bump you up. So you can make a wisdom save if you would like to do your normal, or you're going to have to run up and also gorge yourself on the nearest thing you can.
Okay, so let's do the wisdom save. Oh,
Okay, so your entire turn from here is going to be taking a dash action and going for that dead corpse of the spider that Brixton was also going for.
where is that?
It's 60 feet. I don't know why that. So you're going up to. I can move it. You go up to here, and then you are going to make a Constitution save as you eat the spider.
Why is this
That
happening?
succeeds.
That's
It's
such
just
a
so good.
flex. That's such a flex to just run up right in front of that Ettercap and just start eating its dead friend.
Correct.
I feel like
And
we
on
ate
the
you.
On the Ettercap's turn, it's going to move up and make 2 advantage attacks against Gabagoolio because he is so focused on this meal.
It's not so horrified by what's happening.
No, it is angered, actually, more than anything. That is going to crit.
Do I have a reaction? I'm probably not going to be conscious.
You have a
Do I
reaction unless you go unconscious. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
18 damage.
That's exactly enough to put me unconscious.
Okay, and it's going to switch its second attack to Brixham, or that sees you go down.
Yeah.
You can
I
react.
did say this was the more difficult way to go. That's going to hit 23. For 6 damage on Brixham. Back down to Bloodied. Just barely came out of it. Okay, that's its turn. It is still near death. Ripple, you are up.
I am
Gabagoolio
going.
is unconscious but satiated, so at least
Yeah.
if he comes back up, he won't have to do the same thing.
I'm going to magic missile. I was going to
Let's
do
go.
different things, but they don't look like they're having a good time. So
They're not.
I don't think
You
it's
don't know
gonna
where
take-
Kreezor is anymore, but...
I can see invisible things.
Oh, it's right, you could, but you
How
can't
far?
see him because he's around the corner.
Oh.
He has his full vision, I believe. Is it originally? It's 30. I don't
No.
remember. It doesn't really matter that much at the moment. You can just see. You can just see invisible for your
Yeah.
range. So when you could see him, he's around the corner at the moment. You saw him run up to the north one.
All right, so I'm going to cast magic missile. I don't think all of them are going to go into that guy.
So then roll 1d4 plus 1.
Let's see if it works on the new one.
I don't know. It might make you roll all of them.
It doesn't let me do anything. Or none
Then
of
roll
them.
1d4 plus 1. If you need to re-roll a roll, hit up on the arrow key, so then it'll re-roll it.
Oh, cool.
So you'll have to type that in 1 plus 1.
My keyboard only.
It can't help you with the keyboard.
My keyboard only lights up the primary
Oh, okay.
keys, not the secondary thing.
It is still alive.
All right, second one.
It is dead.
And third one goes to the other guy.
And that'll hit him for 4 damage. Okay. Would you like to move it all?
No, they look like they've got it.
Kreezor, you have advantage on this hit. You are invisible. No one knows where you are. Wherever you... Well, there's only one enemy left. Unless you want to just take Gabagoolio out while he's down.
On it.
It's time to go to sleep.
He had a good run.
Definitely roll for
They just
charge.
realized they could stop the turf war by killing the warlock that's initiating it.
Right. Yeah.
Advantage.
I-
You have advantage.
Oh, I
Roll.
haven't been.
Yes, you're invisible, and he does not know where you are.
Wow, that's a lot of pluses.
You
a lot of
shouldn't
pluses.
have that last +2.
I thought that
Yes, I
looked
should.
weird.
What's your last +2 come from?
Archery mastery.
Oh, sweet. No, that's normal, because it's 5 for the dex mod, 2
Sounds
for the
like bullshit to
proficiency,
me.
+1 for the longbow, +2 for... There you go. That's actually beautiful. That's... Rangers can still build tremendous... Oh, why? Yeah, because you have advantage, so that was the second one, so you get to do your
Yep.
damage.
Wait, I Hunter's Mark.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it because it was before
Son of
you
a-
roll damage, but from here on out, it has to be before you hit. Your first
Wait, why
thing you should
Hunter's
say
Mark
is
saying
always...
it's a spell now.
It is a spell.
Oh, I have both. Weird.
I'm gonna have to look up that afterwards. I don't
One
think
says
you actually
innate
should
spell
have...
casting, one
Well,
says
because
spell.
it still uses a spell slot, but you just get that due to your ranger, something with your ranger. It's innate because you have that. It's always prepared.
Oh.
I'll have to double check just to make sure, but it should always take a spell slot. I don't think there's a ranger subclass that gives you Hunter's Mark without the spell slot. But it's it's an hour, and you can switch it between combats. You usually almost never go through all your spell slots. as a ranger.
Did not actually
it's-
add my 1d6 though.
Oh, it did not? Well, no, because Hunter's Mark doesn't work anymore because the automation is not here. That's
Okay,
the
it
worst.
doesn't
That's
work
the
in
biggest
any
loss.
That's the worst part.
Well, like it really.
Well, sorry, no, that one is the worst part.
It used to. It used to work with automation in the old system. Like, Foundry was the only one with the automation add-on that actually had Hunter's Mark work. It doesn't work in anything anymore.
Let me tell you though, that spell slot was for level 1 spell
One
slot,
damage.
1 damage.
Yeah, one spell slot per damage.
Yeah,
Well, you keep it for an hour.
that's why level 10 spells are so dangerous. They do 10 damage.
Correct.
Alright.
Would you like to move it all? You do know that when you move, it does seem to be able to pick track of you again when you move on the web.
Alright.
You didn't notice that.
Then I will stand perfectly still and hope it didn't pay that much attention
Sure.
to where the hell that
Nom.
came from.
50 feet.
I'm gonna do the thing that I do.
With
And a
stuff.
steady aim. That hits. For all of the damage.
Consistency.
It's dead.
Nice.
Brixton, what are you doing your turn?
I'm gonna heal.
Wait, so he's got a
Sure.
skull and crossbones over his face, and I'm the one who's dying? Whoa. What a world we live in, guys.
So roll your
Fake
healing.
news.
Roll your healing.
I'm
Be
glad
a
Brixton
flying
was
stack.
here, but boy,
Oh.
did I think he was dying more than I was dying. I guess he could be a pirate. That could be why.
And your poison is going to also fall off, Brixton,
Nice.
at the end of
Nice.
that turn.
So now I'm just.
And you guys can do any healing or anything you'd like.
We should short rest.
We can, yeah, you guys. If you guys want to do that too, we're
That'd
gonna go
be
on
great.
break whenever you decide. Once you decide, we'll do a 5-10 minute
Short
break.
rest.
Short rest would be good.
Yeah.
Where would you like to hole up?
Here with the spiders.
This looks like a good spot. Yeah.
I'm gonna cantrip
Yeah, is there?
cantrip
Oh,
firebolt
there's
all the
a
spider webs off.
Sure,
And
you
then
can
we'll
go around
rest
a
in
little
here.
bit. Someone can also take a torch and also help.
Yeah.
I also
I-
don't need to short rest for any purpose, so I can keep like very high watch on anything that's going on.
I'm gonna use
There are two rats
probably...
if anyone wants to eat some more rats.
I think
It's up to
everyone's
you
full.
guys.
Oh,
thank you.
Well,
I think
If I
I'm
eat a
gonna
rat, will it
use-
heal me?
No.
I'm gonna be using
What if we
all of
cook-
my hit die
cook it?
and eating this scone.
Sure. And make a perception check for me while you're doing watch. And everyone gets. We all get the short rest. This is as everyone's coming off of the short rest.
Okay.
And we're all, I imagine, in the
It's
cave.
not my best work.
No, but it's also not bad. I mean, you're also only level 4, so don't beat yourself up.
It's not my best work.
Cool. I got
I guess you're,
full
like,
health
here.
off that, so I'm not gonna eat the skull.
Are you going to be here, or are you going to be at the crossroads, looking out? Where do you want to be? No.
I'm right here, right where I am.
You also, as
Oh,
you all
okay.
look up right before you took the short rest, there does look to be the rope up. This is where Kreezor last episode saw a rope going down into spider webs.
Hey, look at that.
It's come full circle.
It's come full circle. Okay, so we're gonna take a break.
Whoop whoop.
Well, what?
Yeah. Well, what?
Still annoyed I couldn't shrink Godric the Grafted.
Fair.
That would have been so funny.
And Godric the Grafted! Everything's gold!
Alright. The question is, did my wife make it home? Somewhere. She's somewhere in the house because the kitchen is messier than when I left it a second ago.
Oh. Whoops, we rolled a 1 on our authentication check. We're headed into town to visit the blacksmith for repairs. Try again after a short rest. D&D Beyond just shit the bed.
So excellent.
Neat. Hope you didn't need anything in there because the website's down.
I just refreshed my character sheet.
Oh, it signed me out too. And I'm back in.
Definitely just realized that I absolutely am Kreezor in real life.
That's not necessarily true unless you're about to tell us that you just ate a whole raw pumpkin.
Or a book.
Pulled ice cream out of the freezer and I was like, can't tell if that's a weird little green spot of mold or something on it. First reaction was to just taste it.
How was it?
Minty, thankfully.
Is this the
that
same ice cream that we were worried about you eating a month or two ago?
I remember that.
Was it ice cream?
Mm-hmm. It was.
No, that was
Sour cream?
Ice cream sandwich, maybe? It was an ice cream product.
It was an ice cream sandwich.
Okay.
no, it
Yep,
was the
it was.
No, the cinnamon rolls.
The cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls. Oh, like the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, okay. I was thinking ice cream, so...
I don't think ice cream. I mean, I guess maybe it does eventually go bad, but I think it just gets so freezer burned that it tastes like shit.
I think the quality just goes away until you
Yeah.
don't want to eat it anymore.
Like, I don't think it ever necessarily becomes not edible.
I think it
As,
depends
like,
how cold your
Asterix,
freezer
as long
is.
as it was stored.
It just depends on if you want your ice cream to be crunchy.
Like, I'm sure
It's
there's a
more good.
scientific like explanation for exactly how cold it has to be to not grow any bacteria versus slow the grow of bacteria.
Yeah, but I think at that point, the crystallization achieved in the product has negatively impacted the texture anyway. So you just fucked yourself a new way.
I mean,
Yeah.
hard agree,
This has been raw science facts.
But in terms of food safety, I don't know.
Speaking of food safety, I am so bummed I don't have ice cream.
I can tell
I
you
just
one thing,
found
though.
some really old coffee chip, and I'm kind of desperate and hankering, so...
Have Krista deliver it to me. I'd eat that.
I'm having the last 6 spoonfuls, because
You
when
are
my wife
so
eats ice cream,
selfish.
she only eats the first 2/3 of whatever container. Like, very consistently.
Well, yeah, she doesn't want to eat a whole pint in one sitting.
Yeah, and then so there's just like a pile, similar to that cave of corpses. That's my freezer, but filled with like the last quarter pints, and they generally are pretty frosty and frostbitten by that point.
Okay. Did anyone else leave? I the only
Yeah, but that's fine.
Are they back?
You can't
I
make
don't
me
know.
come back.
He's right.
When you're back, say something.
You know, I think that those
You
3
can't make me
spiders
come
would have
back.
been a great example of when to use a flamethrower.
They would have, but they were very
Oh.
far away.
Was there
I wanna
anything in
redo.
the web room?
You find you'd find about 10 gold pieces. There's nothing crazy in there. As
Whoever
far
takes
as like
care of the
magic
note
items or
taking,
anything.
put 10 gold in it.
You get 10 more gold. Or just 10. I think it's technically the first time you've got gold in a dungeon.
We have not received a lot of money for anything what we've been doing.
You're also assuming I ever remember I have a flamethrower on me at any point in time.
You should
Good
put that in the sticky note. You could be modifying it too
I could be.
at these rests. And I have mentioned them at a rest, and you said, no, I'm fine, I won't do anything.
You have. I just didn't like my options.
Well, you can, if you think of anything that you would like, you also can suggest something, and I'm open. I'm open to ideas.
Well, right at the moment, like the fire aspect seems good, and also it's a cone attack, which is I can deal single target only damage.
I mean, the cone does help you do an AoE, you're right.
So
You could do
I've
some-
asked you multiple times to let me turn it into a jetpack, and you said no,
You
and so
can.
I have not come up with any other ideas.
Like, I just thought of something cool. What if you were able to jury-rig it to shoot some form of minor fireball?
You always have Hunter's Mark spell prepared, and you can cast it twice without expending a spell slot.
That's great. So then you have 2. So you have to keep track
Yep.
of that then. Because Nate
Yep.
will just say that you can always use it, but you can... So you still have all your spell slots.
Like, he
then.
has been keeping track of it the entire time by forgetting to cast it.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, like, ideas like that. If you want to, if you're like, I'm lacking this, maybe I can turn my flamethrower into something that changes that. I would let you try and jury-rig it into some form of fireball type thing. It wouldn't be the full fireball damage, but it could shoot a projectile that does AoE.
What if I manage to turn it into some form of
Not a jetpack.
firewall?
That would take a lot more, but we could talk about that, and I would be open to eventually having some similar, like you have a napalm style thing that creates a fire barrier. It would be shorter than your traditional firewall, but it would still lay down and keep lit. I would definitely work with you on that. Is everyone back? I think I see everyone moving.
I think they
so, yeah.
forgot about Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you mean?
So it says you can cast this twice without using a spell slot. And then it says at later levels, you can cast the number of times you cast the spells increases when you reach certain ranger levels. It never mentions Hunter's Mark again. Any through the next 20 levels.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Well, also, it's kind of crazy when you think about it, because you will have that up for most of this dungeon without having to recast it, unless you drop concentration because you're hit or casting the concentration spell. Hunter's Mark, you do not need the 2 innate spell casting from someone who's played a ranger that has only a limited amount of slots.
I think they did lower though, because I still only have 3 spell slots at level 4.
That's fine. You're a half caster. That's correct. You get your first, second level spell slot at level 5, and you still, I believe, keep 3.
All right.
But yeah, we're all back. Anam, you hear some noises in the distance, but they do not seem to be coming towards you
Excellent.
as everyone's waking up. Or I guess not waking up, because you don't have to take a nap during a short rest, but coming back from
I did anyway.
getting ready to go again. Sure, because you were in a lot of pain.
I was almost dead.
I retrieve the piece of carapace that was peeled off of me and stick it back on.
Sure. You'd have to dig into the corpse of the spider, though.
Yep. That's done. I poke around with my scimitar and carve it out.
Sure. Do a survival check. You can't find it. It somehow instantly got disintegrated when it got into the spider's.
Can I substitute a little bit of spider carapace?
I'm gonna say no, because then I could see this getting out of hand somehow.
Fair.
So, what would you like to do? You have a rope going up that you all could go back to the first level. You have a tunnel that goes to the left and a tunnel that goes to the right and winds back around to the right, leading to the north. You also still have the bone room to deal with if you would like to. Who knows? It might be nothing. It just feels uneasy.
Didn't connect to the bone room.
It did not seem to, no.
I mean, if nobody else has anything to do, I'm happy to go north and see if that warlock is still north.
Here's the other thing: you didn't know what level the warlock was on. Your patron was to the north, but I don't know exactly which level to the north.
Well,
He's
because
on another level.
because north is up,
Level.
I say we go north and up if we find an up direction.
I don't know.
Like,
North is up.
but like up a ladder.
Oh.
Because we don't know what floor he's
No.
on either. So I'm saying because north is up, let's go north and then take all of the up directions we find as well.
Sure. So you have this fork. You've already been to the left. Right is your new direction.
I think
What
we
is
have
it?
to go to that bone pile.
Well, there is still one more path.
Well, there's 2 more paths, but one more path to the north after this one.
I can actually see where you guys would collide with walls because it gives me a dotted line right before you would.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It does the same for
I
me.
think you guys can also.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
that's
to do
great.
this. I'm gonna try to do this
If you let
stealthily.
go, it just stops you
sure.
at the wall.
Anyone's
I-
always allowed to. You do not do a great job with that.
So
But
the
you
thing
tried.
about giant
Oh.
spiders is that you never know where they're looking because they have so many eyes.
You definitely.
Uh,
Kreezer feels very stealthy. Anyone else who would like to make a stealth check is more than
the
welcome to.
fuck is it?
So, as you are going into here, you see what looks like a lot of jagged rocks, and as you look up, this looks like the bottom of the large pit that you saw, going possibly north and out of this cave or into the next section.
Alright.
The wall in front of you looks potentially climbable, but it would be very difficult, and a fall would land you on the jagged rocks. It looks of a hardened metal, not metal. It looks like a hard enough rock that even sticking something in it seems near impossible to get a foothold.
So a dead end.
I'm hearing no pitons.
It would be very difficult.
Is this my Don
It
Wall?
would be. What?
Is there anything else in the room?
You see a couple of skeletons on the ground, just little bits and pieces of them, not the full skeleton of any corpse from people who have taken falls. You see, if you look up, you actually are able to see, I think you can see my cursor, right?
Yeah.
So up here, you see what looks like a little tiny bit of what looks like the tunnel Cruiser was seeing, but you also see a tunnel up and to the left that leads somewhere on the next floor. Like, so you're looking up at a slant and you're able to see a little tiny sliver of what looks like a tunnel that Cruiser didn't see to the left.
How high up is the wall?
It is 35 feet. So with teleportation, you technically could teleport up and then try and grab a ledge as well.
That does sound nice. That's not what I have.
Okay.
I feel like I could probably climb this.
You can
And then
definitely
we-
try it.
Well, if you're gonna
then
do
we don't need
something
to go back.
dangerous, do it invisible so we didn't see you do it and we can't get in trouble when we get home.
Hehe. Yeah, can
If you would like,
I,
would you like to? This is going to
I
be a
tried.
difficult acrobatics check.
alright.
Can I guidance that?
You can't see him, so unless he walked over
that's
to you and like
I keep forgetting
rubbed
he's-
up against you, like a dog.
Oof.
Okay, so you fall back. You don't. Luckily, you don't make it very far up.
You suck so much.
but you
you're
do
I
so-
did
fall-
badly enough I didn't make it far.
And
They-
take 8 piercing damage as you slam yourself in the back of one of the spikes and it chips off
Jesus
another piece
Christ.
of Carabus.
That
These
was
are very sharp.
more than I was expecting.
You didn't quite make it 10 feet up, so you didn't take any bludgeoning damage with it, so that's good.
I didn't know that you would take that much damage from that slow of a fall, or I would have featherfalled you.
Yeah, you did just watch that
You
happen.
have to be able to see the target, I believe, for
I-
Featherfall.
He
You can see invisible. That's right. You could have done it. How long does that last for?
An hour, so I'm assuming our short
So
rest
you'd
was
have
half
to
an hour?
recast it. No, it's an
Okay.
hour. Short rest is an hour, so you could recast
right.
it. You could have said that as you left, you recast it.
I
make sure
do
to burn the
because
spell
that's the spell slot I regained.
Perfect. So you did see it happen.
Can we get a
If
super
you, if
cut
it,
of this episode of the number of times that Mike goes, "Oh yeah, you can see invisible."
I keep forgetting.
Well, it's
It's
not
great.
common for it's not common
It's
for us
super
to
uncommon.
do.
But it's not common to be this useful, right? Like, this is extremely useful because you can not only see, you've had an invisible thing to see, but you've also had Creaser that you actually can see the entire time.
I
Alright,
looked
well,
at
that
that
one's
spell and I
super
remember
early.
we went to that entire city where all of the security forces and all of the assassins were all
Yeah.
invisible the
The
whole
Durgar?
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, never again.
Sildar's blind sight carried you so much through that.
I vote. Not this.
we going through the
at least.
bones?
I don't want to go through the bones, but if we have to, will you hold my hand?
Sure.
So yeah, as
Since
far
I'm
as
the
you
only
know,
one who can
it's
see it.
the only
Don't-
path you
don't-
haven't gone is through the bones. You could try and
Do you want to just
You can go-
drag us to the...
up. Yeah, I can drag you to the bones. You can go up top and try and get over the pit another way. But those are the only two that you currently know of. I'm just gonna pause you and drag you so I can actually drag you around where you should be. Oh, that's right. I need to also hit the button. I don't like that change. I have a button I can hit that lets me drag people through walls, but I have to hit the button to do it. You guys can position yourself wherever before you actually would enter, so don't think that this is like your final position.
I push Nom onto the bones.
This is my final position.
Seems
So
to be kind of yeah.
are we gonna try to sneak through this, or do we want to know if there's anything bad in there?
So Anam knows that there's something that makes him feel extra uneasy. He had a
Something
very
bad
good
in here.
perception check. He
Um,
knows there is
I-
something
Should be
definitely
crazy.
bad in there.
We should go.
I tell Anam and Kreezor to ready their ranged weapon, and I'm gonna mage hand up one of the skulls and toss it back into the pile.
Sure. Ooh.
Did you want me to shoot that skull? Because I wasn't prepared.
No,
No. I think he's saying get ready so you don't get surprised if anything bad happens.
I just
Or you
would
could
rather
also
have it
ready-
pop out while we're not in the bones than pop out while we're in the bones.
Let me roll a check.
I am ready.
If I had fireball, I would fireball the bones, but I don't.
My body is Reggie. Not ready, Reggie.
This also could be an interesting use of the flamethrower if it doesn't wake them up.
This could. So you throw the skull, and as it lands to the side, Anam and Kreezor are going to be able to get a shot if they'd like. You see 3. Let me put them on the tracker and then make them all visible. Skeletons, and then not a flaming skeleton head, but a full flaming skeleton appear in the center and illuminate the area.
Rider.
And then I'm going to put everyone on the initiative tracker and roll initiative. Anam and Kreezor can go out of initiative to start and make 2 attacks against whichever one you would like.
Excellent. I'm going to attack the flaming skull.
With advantage. Just know you're there. You only get 1 attack. There's no bonus action. It's just 1 advantage shot. That's
a
going to
spike
hit.
train. Nice, 2 1s. Let's go.
Send it.
Apply.
Crushing it.
Apply.
What's been sent?
Hey, Kreezor, you also get to do an advantage shot.
Advantage.
Okay?
The damage.
You're still making that choice not to bonus action hunter's mark before
You
doesn't it?
told me that I
I
couldn't.
know, I know. I'm
action,
just giving you a hard
motherfucker.
time. I know.
Keegan's not gonna be able
Okay.
to sleep. It's gonna be like midnight. He's like, he told me I couldn't do it.
Mike, I will literally pay homeless people to go poop on your doorstep.
Oh boy.
I believe it.
Okay.
Not eat enough.
So-
Go poop in his driveway
Dirty Mike and
yourself.
the boys are gonna visit your stoop.
The one person that the skeletons can see that shot is Anam, so they're going
I
to
don't
the
think that
2 ones
actually
they're
occurred,
going
to
are
be
going
honest.
to take short bow shots. First one is a 21 to hit
Doesn't hit weird enough.
for max damage.
Perfect. I love it. I love it.
Point of order.
And the
those
second one is going to take
skeletons
another
roll
short
dex check.
Yeah, they could. You're right. I don't know which one would have went
Point
first.
of order.
I think it would be a 19 to hit
All right. Well, this is offensive, and you need to stop.
for.
Okay. What the actual fuck?
Wow.
I
Is
don't
it
know.
actually rolling?
It is.
It
It is
is.
rolling.
Sure about
you
that?
restart? Because
I'm
I
sure about
rolled
that.
so many 1s.
I'm not restarting the server. See,
Holy shit.
Anam, it's your turn.
Can we just
Bad
stop playing on
stuff.
Wednesdays then?
That does not
Yeah,
hit.
can you set your time back like 8 hours?
Yeah, maybe it's set by. It could be set by the time of the day.
That's the easiest way to do it.
Cool. Awesome. We're gonna go ahead and just walk back.
Okay.
Hello.
You don't want to just
Hi.
lay down among
I
the
just had
bones?
the shit beaten out of me, and then I disposed of my dagger.
Gabagulio,
So
roll a
I'm
dexterity
leaving.
check.
Good luck.
Okay.
I'm just out. He just walks out of the cave.
No, I get it. The other pair didn't have to, but this with me.
Right.
Damn it.
Okay. So he's going to go first. He's going to shoot Brixham because he is the closest person to. Actually, no. He's going to run up and short sword attack Brixham.
Oh no.
It's a 13.
I know.
Oh, this is.
Sweet. Ripple.
Pass turn.
Wait,
Your
whoa,
turn.
whoa, I didn't get to go.
Oh,
Hold
it starts Gabagulio. I'm so sorry.
I
You didn't
just
roll Dex, so I mean,
yeah, I
Roll
just
Dex. You just didn't roll good.
yeah. Now that I get to play,
There's the one skeleton next to Brixham. There's the flaming skeleton in the center of the pile that has been injured. And then the two in the back that just tore into an one arrow in each shoulder.
I think we're gonna go with. I'm just double checking because I cast it once a session. Witch Bolt. I can change that when the target dies, right?
I believe bonus action. It's like Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Do you have there it is. Spell also ends the target is ever outside the spell's range. We already dealt with that. On a hit, the target takes that. You can use your action to deal spell ends if you use your action to do anything else.
Okay, I don't know if I can.
It doesn't say that it changes. No, you can't change Wish
Okay.
Bolt. That's stupid.
So let's start with let's open with an Eldritch Blast on the flaming one because I feel like that one's stronger.
Who knows? It hasn't got to do anything yet.
Yeah,
It could
I
be
know.
really weak.
I hope so, but that's my working theory.
The other skeletons are actually stronger. That'll hit.
or they
It's
have
just to
like
throw you
2
off.
HP and they're all glass cannons, and we're choosing to
Oh,
fight
and that
the
should
tank.
that should have a +4.
Okay, I'm going to hit apply and then add 4 damage. There you go.
And yeah,
Would you like to
that
move
is,
it up?
I think I actually want to just one sec. Let me measure. Yeah, I'm gonna move back one to allow other people.
You actually technically only have one front liner out of the 5 of you, which will be fine.
I also pointed that out when we were younger.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Is it?
Actually, I am probably.
Well, you also have a rogue that becomes a frontliner eventually with all of the tremendous amount of ways to reduce damage and get out of damage.
I'm okay to stand here because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of this guy. I just wanted to make sure that because I can still hit things from here, so it's not a detriment for me to clear the way. But there's also
you
shit,
do whatever
that's
you
not what
want.
I
I was just pointing. I was just making an observation. I'm not. You don't have to stay there if you don't want to.
Do I get to go yet?
You do.
Yeah, you go. You go.
All right.
Ripple.
I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb, doing frost damage at the fire one.
Ooh.
No, I
That does not hit.
I rolled a goddamn 2. Well,
That's that. You've been doing really good with chromatic
Anam,
orbs
what are
before.
you up to?
Oh, I'm just here.
Creature, you have advantage because you are invisible. Because you are not. You do notice that there is a ring around it that seems to be illuminated that you would no longer be invisible in, but you are outside of that ring currently.
Oh, around
Yes.
Homeboy here?
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, because it's out to 30 feet around him. It's like a 30-foot ring, which I'm hitting the wrong button.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just out of range of the light. You are literally just out of range of the light.
Oh man. All right. Fuck you, Mike.
No, it's a good thing. I said it like happily. I was like, that's good.
No, because you
get it,
you
you
were
get it.
over here. You started saying shit, and then I was like, yeah,
I heard him.
I
I heard
totally won't forget to cast Hunter's Mark.
Let's go.
Oh.
Well, you're not. You don't even have to. Yeah, you have to recast it because you haven't cast
Yeah,
it
because
since
it's been an hour.
you got a short rest. Yeah. So you cast your second. That's your second use of the day. So now you have all of your spell slots remaining.
All right. Do advantage on the attack.
Yes, that hits.
Damage is a bonus 1d6 from the Hunter's Mark, which I know won't show up.
Nice.
My automation.
It is bloodied. My automation. That was the best automation that's ever existed.
And then I would love to Red Ambusher, and apparently that doesn't come back on
What's it say?
short rest.
So that's your last
God,
one.
that
It's long rest.
Yeah,
Okay. It is badly injured.
I was
It is not
hoping
near
for
death,
a wee bit
though.
more out of that.
Would you like to move it all? Want to move into the light?
Blinded by the lights.
Revved up like a light. I'm in the
There's a wall here, right?
right?
Squeeze
You can't move to the right,
anymore,
there's a wall.
yeah.
Claustrophobic conditions.
Yeah,
You're currently on the path under the mountain.
And I'll take the one step back, but that doesn't really do a hell of a lot for anyone, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Brixham, you have a skeleton in front of you. 2 in the back, and then 1 flaming on the mound. It's not really a mound.
I'm
It's
gonna-
not,
This fireball's gonna suck.
I'm gonna
it's
hold
not a
my
I made sure to
holy symbol in front of
specifically
me
say it is not a flaming skull.
and turn on it. I can hit the 3 of them closest to me. It's within 30 feet.
Ooh. So that's a wisdom save?
Yes.
The magic action can present your holy symbol in the center of each undead of your choice within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. Sweet.
What an oddly perfect spot.
I've never seen this used.
What?
It's a counteraction to the fireball.
Oh, the one in front of you fails. The one to the left of the flaming skeleton,
So he's right.
Succeeds. yeah, it can't do anything for that minute. Because it tries to move as far away from you as it can in its turn, so you can get attack opportunity against it. But that's... Isn't incapacitated, like, you can't take any actions, bonus actions, or reactions. So let's see what happens with the flaming skeleton. Wisdom saving throw? An 18. So the one in front of you is the only one that was affected. But it is currently frightened and on its turn will move away from you. It is also incapacitated.
That means I can move. What's up, Anam?
Correct, it can't take reactions.
Why are you running away?
You're our tank.
You're right. I'm moving in front of the spot behind me. No.
It doesn't really matter if there was a fireball. There's no way to get out of it.
Bum rush.
There's
Oh,
no
what's happening?
incapacity.
You where I'm at.
This is stupid. There we go, incapacitated. Okay, so
That's it for me.
on its turn, it is going to
Surrender.
yeah, it's going to go down the hallway.
Yeah, clearly they are
Turns out
numbered.
it's not a caster. It's going to go here. It's going to make one attack with a flaming scepter that appears out of its hand, and then it's going to make one against Rexham and one against Gabagulio.
I would like my reaction to be going, ah, fuck.
Sure.
Beads.
That's not going to hit Brixham. And it's not going to hit Gabagulio. See? Not even scary. Okay. This skeleton is going to go over here and take a shot at the closest target, which is Brixham. And it's not going to hit Brixham. You have the flaming skeleton in front of you, and then the one that looks like it's terrified of your existence, like it's going to do these, just run away from you as fast as
I'm
possible.
gonna swing at the fiery one. The other
Sure.
one already knows what's up.
Mom, help! Are you?
Damn it, Mom!
You do notice that every time you miss the ball, essentially the green crystal now on top of it does glow a little bit brighter. Like something is going to happen at some point that might fix the fact that you only have a +3. You have the ability, if you hit, to shatter the top of it and do
That's what-
1d4
hit
damage
first.
in a cone.
That's
Yeah.
right, I have to hit. Let's see. If I miss, I can't hit that.
I don't think you have bonus action damaging cantrips,
I do not.
or you just have bonus action spells that heal.
Same with dang. No, we're all good. No, it's not though. But I have to touch. I can't touch. Alright, I'm gonna end the turn.
Okay,
What if
Anam.
you summon your boy?
You could have built that
Um,
if you wanted to.
I'm just gonna huck a few daggers at him.
That's right, you have
First
channel.
one, hope the first
Sure.
one hits.
That hits.
Right. I'll do the sneak attack on this one. All right, let's roll better.
This. It is
Okay.
very close. To
I am gonna start crying in the back. I start weeping.
We're all
You did
doing
it.
poorly.
You did fine. Greasor.
Y'all.
I can see Kreezor.
You
Yeah,
can.
I am visible now.
Oh my
there, so
god,
you
when
don't
did
have-
you get here?
You don't have advantage on this attack.
I've been here the whole time.
You still hit. You don't need advantage.
You know, I still very much like it, especially when I'm rolling like garbage.
Okay, so as he gets shot in the chest
Oh,
with this
no.
arrow, you see him
Does he take?
partially
Does,
implode, and then all of that energy from fire bursts outward. I need
does
Gabagulio,
it
rip
change if he
Kreezor.
actually took more damage?
No. And bricks him. So everyone but Anam has to make a dexterity saving throw, including his
Almost
skeleton
moved-
friend.
I almost moved
Oh,
back.
Shield Master. Can I use Shield Master?
It's dexterity
You have
saving throw, so
damage.
you have that, yeah. The skeleton succeeds on his saving throw. Kreezor
Wait,
succeeds.
can the skeleton succeed
Brixton
because he's
succeeds.
incapacitated?
It was incapacitated, make it so that you can't roll dex.
If he's incapacitated, it would make sense he wouldn't be able to dodge out of the way of it. I don't know if it's
I'll
actually
let, I'll,
that
I'll let
way.
it slide for now. I don't feel like looking it up in the moment.
That's fair.
Gabagulio, make a dexterity saving throw. Gabagulio. Gabagulio.
I'm sitting here talking on mute. I'm on my character sheet,
Gabagulio.
and I'm gonna use luck, but
Oh.
I accidentally deleted it from my character sheet.
Oh, so you're doing
Um,
an advantage on this one?
Yeah.
Because a Brixton would take, isn't it 0 damage with Shield Mastery if you succeed?
Yes. If I succeed.
Wow,
okay,
incapacitated is just can't take actions or reactions. That is actually
Okay, then.
yeah.
He succeeds, but everyone
Yeah,
here
sorry,
takes
guys.
half damage except for Brixham, who takes no damage. It is a total of. Where did that roll?
3 damage.
Who did that roll?
That didn't roll?
If rolling sounds.
A 46.
I was gonna say the sound happened, but the roll.
Oh no, the 46 was Brix. Oh, 15. Okay, so it's 15 damage halved. So it's 7
Oh.
damage.
Everybody,
I don't know why it
everybody who
rolled
passed
one
takes 7 damage.
Everyone that passed takes 7 damage, that's half, and Brixham takes nothing because of Shield Master. He's able to put his shield in the way of the blast. This thing is dead. Let me put it to 0 health so that it can fade away.
What am I?
This thing
concentrating?
is. See invisibility, isn't it?
No. Invisibility is just the thing. I must have cast something
Oh,
with
yeah.
concentration.
You're not concentrating on any. Oh, Expedition's Retreat, which is down, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let me remove concentration. I can't do that.
I can. No, I can't. Break concentration.
Oh, you can't? Okay, cool. Where was that?
I went to effects, and then it was in the drop
Oh,
down
okay.
triple tap.
Cool. Anyway, Ripple, it's your turn. There's a very damaged, frightened skeleton in front of you, and then there's one in the back, plus another skeleton off to the left that you've seen shoot. But you can't see it right now.
If I kill, you know what? I'm gonna start working on the other ones because he's like that for a full minute, right?
Oh yeah, he's not getting out of that anytime soon. He's just gonna run away from Brixham on his turn, and that's it.
I'm gonna firebolt the one in the back.
Are you? You're
Apparently not.
was a
And
good try.
then I'm learning my lesson from the explosion, and I'm just moving slightly back.
Sure. Brixham, make an attack of opportunity against this as it runs away from you.
Let's see here. Come on, Mom.
I'm sorry.
Has that hit ever hit?
Like last game, I think it hit once.
A couple
At
times.
least once.
This skeleton is going to attack the cleric that just tried to scare it in a show of defiance. It's gonna miss.
Ooh, scary.
Ricochets down the
Gabagoolio.
hallway where we all are.
37
Nom
rounds
face.
of combat, not a single hit.
Which one
Gabagoolio,
just...
what would you like to do? The
Is
one
this
that
the
ran
one-
away is the one that's bloody.
Is
That's
that-
the one that ran away. The one that
Which-
hit you is to the left.
Which one was just sassy?
The one to the left was the one
Okay.
that he almost did not actually hit Brixham, but tried to.
Yeah, no, that's the one we're
It's
going
like, you tried
for.
to scare me, now I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, now I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah, you are.
Almost max
Nice.
damage.
He's he's on death's door.
That's all I got for him.
Okay. Ripple. And now would you like to switch with anyone? I don't think it matters because they're all.
Sorry, I knew with a confidence I was not going to be next. Let's see here. We're gonna.
Nam
just...
is too busy crying in the corner to switch with anyone if he wanted to.
I don't want to.
Hey!
Bad heads.
For the statistical minimum I can hit for because of the way that my spells are. Yay!
Okay. Anam.
That's me.
That's you.
Redemption
The
arc
one in the
time.
center is running away constantly, and the one on the left is very hurt. The one on the right is barely hurt.
All right. I'm probably gonna regret this, but actually, yeah, fuck it.
These two are killable. Just like
Yeah, I'll go for the near death one. Why not?
you can do it.
You could probably kill any of them with rogue damage.
Not if I can't fucking hit the broadside of a barn.
But you did. You still got your second attack.
You rolled a
Do
I'm so
I?
sorry.
Do I get a second attack? All right.
Gabagulio.
I mean, actually, I'll move here.
You're gonna move into Gabagulio.
Here.
Do it.
Do it,
I
guys.
accidentally stomped Gabagulio into the ground.
Guys, we need to have a chat.
Good game, guys.
Like I have been saying to restart the server.
No. Grisho, it's your turn. You are no longer seen. You are now with advantage on everything.
All right, with that in mind. Oh, all right. Do I? Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna trust that Brixham's got at least one in him, or maybe an area effect thing.
That definitely hits.
I would like to move the Hunter's Mark to that.
Sure. Next time you gotta call it before you hit.
You know, next time I will call Dirty
Do
Mike
that.
and the boys.
He's dead. Okay, would you like to move it all before Brexham goes? Or, yeah, because he's not gonna have to roll off. That guy's dead.
Since
Confidently
I am-
strolling into the camera.
Well,
You are
I'm
invisible.
invisible, so like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go step my way up and in.
Sure. Brixham, what would you like to do on your turn?
I'm gonna move the one that's not scared of me. Damn,
I'm so sorry.
it's still fine. It's Mom. It's not me.
Okay. This guy's gonna go run down this hallway screaming. And this guy's going to make a single short sword attack against you. That's a 16 to hit. 7 damage. I applied it. Don't worry about
That one guy is scared enough for all four of them, though.
it. He is. Oh. He gets to go again. He's going to make another short sword attack against Wrexham. He's going to miss this time. Anam, I believe in you.
Well, that's
also
very
partially in a
foolish
wall.
of you.
I
I
have
am
a
partially in a wall.
I'm going to move you up so that feels better.
Okay, that's fair. All right, I'm gonna bonus action, steady aim.
Ooh, see, you hadn't done that at all this combat.
Well,
That's what you're missing. See? That's what you're missing. That hits. Don't even worry about it. He's dead. Sure. I can apply that to you. It doesn't let me apply it to him, though.
No, please don't.
Okay. Kreezor, there's the one that went running down the hallway screaming.
Sprint out here, look over my shoulder at Brixham and say, "Watch this."
Watch what?
You just see the arrow come out of thin air.
Sorry.
You hit it.
Can I Hunter's Mark
You
it?
hit. Nope. We're putting the foot's
God damn
down.
it.
At this point, the foot has to come down. It's dead anyway. You just see the arrow. You hear "watch this," and you just see the arrow come out of thin air and just hit it as it crumbles. Okay.
That's it. I'm moving Hunter's Mark into the into my favorites. Maybe that'll remind me that it exists.
This is
over.
how you remind me of what I really am.
So that seems to be the bone room. There is a passageway that goes to the north.
All right, get me the
think
F out of the
In the
bone room.
bone room.
Did that fancy, smancy exploding one drop anything cool?
So you can do an investigation check. Whoever that
I
would
will
like
do it.
to.
I would like to.
I'll help you.
Like, do one.
I get it. I
You already
automatically get an
lost
advantage. I already
I
get.
won't help you.
No one needs to help Ripple.
I could use.
Oh,
a
maybe
little-
someone should have helped Ripple. Would anyone else like to do an investigation check?
I can't look better
There
than
we go.
Ripple can look.
Wow.
So Ripple is able to find another 10 gold pieces through all the skeletons,
Throw it
but
in the bank.
Brixham, who was focusing more on the flaming skull in the ashes, is actually able to find what looks like a round pearl-like object.
Ripple.
I spend 10 minutes identifying it.
You also could just roll an Arcana check.
I will roll an Arcana.
Start.
I can roll an Arcana check too. I am
Both
a
of you
magic.
could.
You're going too hard.
You both understand, Ripple slightly more, this is a pearl of power. You can recover a third level spell
Ooh.
slot once per day or less. Or it's up to,
I-
isn't it a combined third level? I'll have to
Or a
look it up real
warlock.
quick.
So like that'll be good for me late game.
It's
I mean,
only
it's
for a
also-
warlock.
No,
it's
any
not only
spellcaster
for a
can use
warlock.
it. It just becomes better for warlocks as the game progresses because warlocks always only have the highest level spell slot possible, and Pearl of Power works for warlock regardless of
You
what
can
level their
regain
pack spells
one
are.
expended spell slot. It's not a total of 3, but it's whatever up to
So-
a level of 3. Except for warlocks, which they can just regain a spell slot.
It's like once
So that's
I
why
have,
max level. Yeah.
once I have fourth level
Once he has a
spells,
4th level,
yeah, it's
he's
worth
the
it.
warlocks are the only ones that can regain a 4th and up because they can't regain
Yeah.
anything lower.
Gotcha.
So it's
I
better.
would not mind that, but we
Yeah.
also have a cleric, so
Well, yeah.
It does take a short rest to attune to it.
Well, that's
It's
cool.
attunement.
So I could
an
hold
hour.
on to it till you get those spells, and then we can pass it on over.
Can I drink one of my health potions?
Yeah, it's
Well,
not a
I'm
common. You
trying
can
to
drink as
get
many
out
health
of this.
potions as you want.
Don't
I'm
we have
drinking
a cleric?
8 health potions.
Well, yeah, but you guys can also
dude,
make.
spell slots
It's one of
are-
those things where you
no,
also
it's
can make.
Final Fantasy. You can't consume a resource ever because you might need it later.
Is
I'm
it
actually trying to make it
2d4 plus
not as
2?
Final Fantasy. Yes, 2d4 plus 2 because you're currently on basics. Brixham is getting a little better every time though. You might eventually break into those graders.
Well, yeah,
9 HP.
you know, that's
How long does it take to make like a short rest?
It's an
An
hour
hour.
for a short rest for attunement. And the potion itself usually takes a long rest to make. If that, I don't think you were asking about that. Oh, I think it was the attunement. Okay.
there's
Okay, so there's a
there's-
ladder at the top. It goes up, and you imagine this
Oh.
is probably where that other
No.
cave entrance you saw would come out.
Yeah, let's do that.
This is the way where you don't have to jump across.
You
the
raise
path of
me
death.
up.
No.
Wake me
Um,
up before you
Load
go.
this scene. Let me move you guys before you head on up over here. Oh. So I'm not used to the fact that I have to actually click on the move you through walls thing first. When you guys are stacked on top of each other here. Okay. And activate. Bam. It's a very tiny. I might have to actually move you through here, but you are like side by side sidling through this cave. You barely saw it when you're underneath. You actually might be fine because the walls look like they go out enough to give you movement. So as you are moving forward, you start to hear laughter, not to the same extent where it caused some form of mental effect, but very closely, as if not so much even a knoll, but some form of laughing manically human or humanoid is almost, I wouldn't say around the corner, but very close by.
Come down and fight us, you big
And you
bitch!
just hear, "You
Be a
cannot
man!"
save us."
I'm gonna
And
pop
you
a health
hear-
potion real quick.
And then you hear a
Can I do that?
gnashing of yes. You also hear like raw meat getting pulled very loudly off the bone, and
Oh,
just
really?
That's not
we're
a
fighting
spider.
gnolls.
I can't do that again.
Can you give me a health potion?
I just rolled
I
2d4
have-
plus
should
2.
have. You should
I know
have.
you do.
I do have one. It's in D&D Beyond. It just didn't transfer.
Sure, just roll 2d4
Is
plus 2.
it in the backpack?
Wait a minute. Hold a moment.
I don't think so. It didn't
Backpack.
transfer. It
No, it
it
didn't.
I
did
have
not
one,
transfer properly. But I believe you.
All right, I'll take it.
I
Before
am
we
also
round the
going
corner,
to pop one.
Could I cast Bless?
Yeah,
Oh.
you guys can cast whatever you want from the corner. It does have anything that you would. I mean, yeah, you could. You can definitely cast Bless. Nothing's going to happen.
Can I stealthily peek this corner?
Sure, there's a torch there. You are now lit at this point.
I know.
You can
but
roll
I
yeah,
stealth
fam.
regularly.
Alright, I'll re-roll stealth for you. I actually don't know what my last stealth roll was.
How do you? So, fun fact: health
Oof.
potions you don't
I'm stealth here.
do. They
What?
don't activate.
What do you mean?
Oh,
I
I'm just
see
trying
nothing out here.
to use one.
We'll deal with this before you go forward. What do you just roll the 2d4 plus 2? For some reason, sometimes the items don't always work at the moment. And then give yourself the 8.
So
How long
it
is
looks
8?
like, 8 hours.
Okay, so you guys all still have that. And what were you saying, Brixton? Wait a minute. Let me.
Gabagoolio.
Bam!
Oh, you have to.
I hit the button.
There we go.
Okay, so you, at this point, at this point you're kind of going around. You're not used to not being invisible, so you kind of are looking, because you also use dark vision, so you don't normally even see yourself that well while you're doing this. But you're looking down, you're like, oh, I can see myself here, and you stub your toe and do a little trip, and at that point you hear a maniacal laugh as you hear a sword get pulled out of something. You hear a ghostly presence rise, and then at the exact same time,
Can I
a
put
figure
out this
comes around the
torch?
corner. Not at this moment.
That's what I was
Ready
gonna
to
ask
fight.
while I was walking.
And you
toward
see
it.
this ghastly figure with a human with a elongated face, canine-like sharp teeth, blood dripping down, as if he had just eaten some form of creature, and just laugh and say, "You will all be one with Yigano soon." And then just a maniacal Noel laugh.
I feel like in my old soul, I hate this man.
I don't know. She's not
That's the
supposed to be
voice that
invisible.
made me eat a spider.
Is there a boy in there?
Not yet.
There is no boy in there.
Huh.
Oh, alright. I was like, I run away?
No. And we'll switch.
Hunter's mark.
Let's go. He remembered.
He's learning.
Do you need me to click it even though it only applies to me? And
No,
everything's
as long as you
broken?
mark off the. No, you already used it, so you don't need to worry
I
about marking
already
off the
used it,
spell slot because you still have concentration on it. Let's see if it adds the D4 to this attack roll.
It says it will, which I'm actually really surprised because it wasn't adding it to any of the other rolls. Oh wait, why'd I click it? Attack roll.
Damn it. I need to actually click attack. Why do I have a plus D4 with my attack?
You should.
Did you have bless?
We have
Oh,
bless.
Alright, bless is working correctly then.
That'll
Damn.
hit. It's hard to tell when you crit because you just roll such high numbers. So
Well,
you're
I
attacking
mean,
the ghost-like creature.
you said there wasn't a child there.
There isn't a child. There's the person with the ghost. Sorry. The ghost is not the one with the elongated face. The ghost almost seems to be in servitude to this humanoid. You can see the. Yeah, I know you can see the humanoid that's right there.
Okay.
That's the one that has
somebody
the
asked,
elongated
is the
snout and
child
the
there? And I heard not yet.
There's no child. I don't know why.
They look childlike.
Oh.
Oh,
I know what you're
okay.
talking
That
about.
was confusing because it's
And-
like there's no kid.
I thought
The
this
29 still hits if you would like to change your target.
I thought it was Brixham's new fucking
No,
That's why I said not
I
yet.
thought it was the new
Sorry, based on the
alkaline.
Yeah.
description, one of them was the terrifying one.
I am sorry. The horrifying thing, I was like, okay, horrifying, scary, glowing thing, or child?
That still hits. You
Like
can roll
to-
your damage.
I would like to shoot the child.
You can roll your damage. Not a child.
Keep telling yourself that, sweetheart. Would you like a hard candy?
Oh my god. Yep.
Licorice, perhaps?
That is
Okay.
14.
That hits it. It does damage. Sorry, you already hit it. It does damage.
I wish Hunter's Mark did like 11d6.
You did 5 of your. You rolled low on your d8, but your hunter's mark carried that.
Yeah, it did.
Plus, you have a +7. You're doing fine.
Yeah, shoot, I did already use all of my Dread Ambush. Well, that was fun. Nice to meet you. Goodbye. And I'm gonna duck just enough around the corner that I'm in a little bit of partial cover here.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, it is going to. You are going to see. It almost looks feral at this point. It's still a humanoid. I'm talking about the human. But it almost looks feral. It looks very gnoll-like in nature. It's going to rush forward.
How is it next? It rolled a 2.
It's called a legendary action, Ross.
I'm glad there's all
And
this stone separating us.
It is going to, as it's rushing forward, a weapon appears in its right hand, and it looks very flail-like in nature, and it is going to come down on you. It's going to say a different weapon, but it looks like a flail. It's functioning as something else. And it's going to make a roll against Krazor. And it's going to miss. The momentum, the almost feral-like
Right.
momentum from its running as it kind of drops on all fours as the weapon pops up in his hand, as it in one fluid motion goes to attack you, it misses. You're
We
able to dodge
didn't
out of the way.
Establish safe words, and I didn't consent to a flail.
This changes what I wanted to do. Because you are too short for what I want.
You could enlarge me.
Wink, wink.
I was thinking about doing it. I was
Attacks.
honestly thinking about doing it to Brixham. No, you know who I would do it to? Is a Nom, because it does it to each of his attacks, and he attacks 2 times.
He does.
And I will. I'm gonna move over here because I think I need to touch. Oh no, it's 30. It might be 30 feet, but I don't want to be close to him, so I will just move back.
So
Target
he gets
Nom.
giant. When he goes and he throws his dagger, it's like twice the size.
That
Because they're
is
enlarged weapons.
Yes.
Nice.
So
He's just
yeah,
talking
on
ICBM.
every attack you get now, you add 1d4 damage. I think. Right?
And token appearance.
Target size increases 1 category from medium to
First dimension
large.
goes
Has advantage on
next.
strength checks.
Wow.
Strength saving throws, and its weapons deal an additional 1d4.
1d4. Yeah.
Anam, you're huge.
I'm huge.
He's still behind me.
dude,
I haven't
so
seen
young.
this
Then
yet.
I'm gonna continue moving because this is a concentration spell, and I don't want it to get hit to here.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, it's going to look at the 4 of you over there, and it's going to say, "This is between me and him." And it's going to use the rest of its legendary actions.
What? I fucking got no beef with you. You're just scary.
And pop down a Hunger of Hadar. So,
I
a
moved
20-foot
out
radius
of the
sphere of
way!
darkness appears entered on a point within range lasts for the duration. Sphere is difficult terrain, and you have strange whispers and slurping noises can be heard inside. You are able to move out of it.
Anam has the ring of free action, right?
Yeah, so
I do.
he can move out of it fully. He's the one that can move out of it easily.
Hell yes.
It is his turn, so you're
wait.
going to do. What?
Does it actually work? Hold on.
Yes. The ring of free actions, one actual all the time useful
This is
thing.
magic.
You just
This is
you just
actually-
ignore difficult.
You
terrain.
also ignore it no matter what. So make it. It's a dex.
Yeah,
You just start to. No, you just take 2d6. You start your turn there. If you end your turn, it's 2d6
Oh.
acid damage.
Right. Wait.
Yes, any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. I don't know if it's different in 2014, but this version of Hunger of Hadar is you just take the damage if you start your turn in there.
Rufus, we need to make that campaign run off the new
You take
rules.
12 cold damage.
Wow, full damage.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I
make
can't
sure I'm
help
not.
it.
I need to make sure I'm not
You're
like
fine.
misreading.
You're not unconscious, but
I wish I was.
yeah, so make sure to make a note, and next time just make sure you're not misreading that, because it might still just be automatic cold damage.
Did you apply the damage?
No, I've not applied the 12 damage yet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it just says that.
So I can apply it if you like.
Do you want me to apply? I can apply. I've got
Yeah,
it up
right
right now.
there. I am.
What the
No,
hell?
I just-
All right. I'm
So
gonna
now-
stay in,
but-
I'm just gonna stay in this. I think.
You can't attack out of it because you're blinded, but you can move. You know which direction to move in.
Does this count as being out of it? Because 3 of my
I'll
4
allow it.
squares
It's
are out of it.
3/4 of your large. You're able to like stick your head out of it. You're able to get. You're fine. Yeah.
I mean, I'll share if that really.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That hits.
It's an extra 1d4, right?
That is correct.
Correct. Dang. Oof. Oof.
All right. I mean, that's I'll take the
Does
base
sneak
damage.
attack also get the
Fails
1d4?
the concentration.
Thank
No, because it's not a different
goodness.
attack. And Hadar is gone. And then you hit with advantage. Dang. This thing's very hurt already because it's not.
Christ.
It's very
Same.
emaciated.
We're gonna bless.
It is going to
large
hellish
Anom
rebuke
every fight.
you, which is at 3rd level, so that's 3d10.
Good
Oh,
night.
sorry, 3rd level is 4d10.
That's
So you need to make a
fire. Oh,
dexterity
that's-
saving
that's
throw.
kinda
And
fucked
it's
up.
fire, so I think you still take. Wait a minute, you don't take half damage from fire? You
I
do.
do.
You still have a resistance to it. So you succeed. This is a 1/4 damage. That is 11, and then half is 6. You take 6 fire damage from Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. I've taken half of my. I've reduced my health by half every single time I've been hit. I'm gonna
That
have
was
to
kinda
be
cool.
right back.
Die.
Actually,
You'll never
You could.
die.
No, I'm
Always
just gonna
by half.
finish. This big old fight's gonna be finished off in one shot.
Okay.
They roll in
No,
our
it's
defense.
not. He's
they
Hellish
rolled
Rebuking
terrible.
first, so you need to make.
Oh.
Let me make him a dexterity save first, because you might have to do anything.
Are you, oh,
The
you're hellish
2.
rebuking him back.
yeah, I'm screaming right back
Yeah.
at him.
He can. Okay. So,
Jesus, Mother of God.
I walked up
This
to him,
is
I
in
punched him a couple times,
response
he
to-
screamed at me, I screamed back at him.
So, as you first off, the specter goes away.
Great.
As you reduce this thing
Wants none of you.
to 1 HP,
Something bad's about to happen.
you see a almost like not so much a force field, but you see some form of force stopping this thing from dying. It falls over backwards, stumbling, and you see almost a look of realization cross its face. And at that moment, the 5 of you
Die.
get one of your weird family flashbacks of this thing's
Family.
past.
Family.
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 Familia.
Family.
You all say that, and this triggers a flashback. So
He doesn't get to see the
You
flashback,
are now
though, so to him we're just all
in the
still going.
I want to
body
know that
of-
we're doing it the entire time the
Yeah.
flashback is occurring.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you see you are now seeing through the eyes of this person. Your name is Rubia Nash. You are currently on the eastern side of what looks like a large scarlet lake that is off. You know it to be in the region to your right. It is you and a group of 5 having a conversation. The conversation is about all of you wanting to leave and head to the west. There isn't enough opportunity here. The road is pretty crappy, right next to a red zone, a danger zone. And you all want to leave and get a better life. The group is discussing how to cross the Scarlet Lake. It is a dangerous endeavor. And you speak up and say, I think it'll be okay. We got this, guys. We're strong enough. You cut forward a little bit. You're on an island in the middle of Scarlet Lake, besieged on all sides by creatures. And in a moment of desperation, you reach out and contact. You reach out and make contact with your patron. Never before have you submitted to your patron. You've always attacked and tried to make them subjugated, but in this moment, you know this is impossible, so you submit. You say, Yigano, I submit. And a smiling face of a gnoll pops up, and you're able to turn the tides of this battle. Cut forward a little bit more, you're in an inn talking about how do you get through this mountain. There are too many ways. This is the mountain you're in at the moment. And you don't know which way to go. You excuse yourself from the table. You walk out into a back alley and you submit once again to your patron, trying to think, well, this is an easier way to go. We need to make haste. We need to get to the safe zone or even close to it, because this world just is too difficult. You walk back in, knowing the way to go, gaining the knowledge from Yigano, who seemed happier once again. You look at the food on the table and you say, this is too well done for me, this extremely rare steak. I'll just go eat some raw game, as you feel your mind start to slowly warp. The last scene you see, you are in Undermountain. You have told your group the way to go. It is the way Yigano told you to go. You are ambushed by terribly misshapen gnolls. Once again, there is no way of getting out of it, it seems. You are guilt-ridden. You are the reason that your party is here. You have led them in this direction by accident, but still led them in this direction. And for one last time, you submit to Yigano. And someone leaves.
Can you blame them? They
I'm
submitted
gonna
to
wait
Egan.
for
But she's scary.
Frank to get back.
Frank.
Francis.
Rip.
There's one too many submits for him.
It's true. He's still in Discord, but that doesn't mean anything with Discord. I mean, I'll just go forward and then we'll just do a little synopsis for the last bit when he comes back. If he comes back. Who knows? But yeah, so you are currently surrounded. You submit one last time, but instead of this time of getting the power to fight back, you fully lose your own consciousness. Your figure warps to be that more of a gnoll. You look at your friends with a wicked smile and you say, "Guess it's time to eat, Knowles." And you attack your friends and kill them after fully losing your consciousness to this demon lord. The 5 of you jump back into your bodies, saying family the entire time this is
Family.
happening. It happened very quickly.
Family.
The time didn't really pass.
For us.
And you see this figure, this no longer Knowlish emaciated figure, but this human sitting in front of you sobbing, realizing everything that it had just done, the adventures it had killed down here, guilt-ridden, laying on the floor, crying and asking, "Please don't kill me. I please don't." And then we have to kind of wait for Frank to get back to see what the group does.
Yeah. So I pick him up, carry him over to the edge of the.
So based on
Roll 'em
what
down.
were the options I had to do now that I've like found this dude part of the world or the
You don't know if this is actually the dude that you had to find. This is just another warlock.
I thought that was the thing.
we don't
that
The
what
thing
we
was you
did?
have to find.
I don't know if
The
this
only
is
thing
one
on
of the
there-
warlocks. It's a warlock. If it were one of these warlocks, what are the things I'm trying to do again?
You could turn them to your patron,
Dressed? Yeah.
or you can kill them.
Cool.
Or I
What
guess
does-
subjugate. But you also don't know if this is that warlock. As far as this seems to be a singleton warlock in the middle of the mountains, you are supposed to be looking for a potential rival
Yeah,
cult.
a dude who's like set up.
He's in the cult of Yigano. It's just that membership's lacking.
I think he is dead. Oh, right.
You know, if Frank
Here's
wanted
the
to go to
little-
bed, he could have just said so.
It is
Alright.
bedtime.
It's not bedtime yet. 10:06. Bedtime's 10:30.
I cast Curse of Unwiped Asshole.
It's always that way.
It causes 8d8 psychic damage.
He just came back online. He's coming back.
Also, I have a Kueka.
I didn't say I was targeting you. And why do you have a cloaca?
I don't know. I just decided that's the thing. It's canon now.
I'm not Googling it. You can't make me.
Look, nobody has gotten this in depth on.
Frank, are you alive?
I texted you. Although,
I didn't see it.
yeah, I don't even know if it went through. I lost power and cell service.
Oh.
Are you
got
back?
EMP'd.
Like, did you
Cell-
get it
cell
back?
data.
Wow.
I have my internet's back up. Yes, I still have no cells. Oh no, cell service just came back up as well.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
That was insane.
That is crazy.
Like,
where
just
did you
straight
stop?
to black or.
Total blackout, everything down, and cell phone just nothing.
Must be Elon Musk took over the utilities in your area.
I probably.
What was the last thing you heard?
I don't remember.
A bang.
He's still scared.
Did you?
I basically once you started recapping the
You went-
the flashback, that was it.
So to sum it up, you were getting a flashback of this person. They essentially were in 3 very difficult spots and submitted to their patron 3 times in a row, slowly losing their mind to the last one where they lost their mind fully to Gigano and then turned on their group and then was
killed
set
an
up
ape?
here. Yes. And currently
killed
you
a
are
what?
back in kill and 8 the group.
Oh, okay.
With Knowles. At this point, you are back in the present, and this person is currently pleading not to die, and they look like they have fully remembered everything that they have done, and they look completely guilt-ridden and destroyed as they crawl towards this wall, sobbing, begging for
Does
mercy.
it like so? Before
It looks like
we-
they have cut their Gigano ties has almost completely just gone away.
before we knocked it out, he was eyeing me
It's
up,
not
right?
He was actually firing Kreezor up more than anything.
He was eyeing up Kreezor. Okay.
And then Anam, like he didn't look like he was specifically looking for you.
Okay.
No.
Good. Cool.
At least not yet.
So,
Yeah.
what would the group like to do?
I'm gonna walk over to Gabagulio. Gabagulio, could that happen to you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check. Do I know if this person's broken with Yigano completely, or is this just a temporary moment of clarity?
You can do an Arcana check, sure.
I don't know.
You can't tell. Whatever they're doing seems pretty sincere, and they are broken for now. You don't know if it's permanently or what would happen post, but you do know that at least right now they seem extremely guilt-ridden, and they just seem on the edge of going catatonic from whatever they've seen, whatever they've noticed they've just done.
I don't know what to do. I know that even if we don't kill them, if we leave them here, they're gonna die.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking right
I
now,
don't
like
know
I could cast Charm Person, but like I don't know what we'll get from this guy who seems to have killed his adventuring party and is now here alone.
Rixum, do you believe that people can atone for their sins?
I don't like your attitude.
We're not that kind of
I
religion.
do.
Being,
No.
being
I
a
believe
resident
they
holy
could
person?
atone, but they would have to want it. They would have to bear all before my God, and she would have to decide.
How hypothetically, if behind this area was the way out, how long would it take us to get out of this cave?
Maybe an hour or two at max. This is the quick route.
It is the quick route. 1 second.
Think we should just take him back outside?
Yeah, get him into the light and then have Brixham's god interrogate him.
Sleep only lasts for 1 minute.
Yes.
That's like 10 rounds of combat, though.
Yeah,
it's
but
good for combat stuff, but it's hard to...
My big master plan was to cast sleep because he has 1 HP, and then we can just carry him out and deal with it when we're out of the mountain.
I mean, to that token, he's at 1 HP. We could just knock him out and stabilize him. Then he'd be down for an hour. Then we could heal
Hey,
him
buddy,
with
would
the
you like
scone.
to go to sleep and wake up outside?
Doesn't even really answer. Just kind of rocks back and forth.
What's a
Man.
Yigano?
We have to know what that
She
one
looks
is, right?
incredibly frightened at that name being mentioned. She just says no, and just backs up a little
Isn't
bit
it
by crawling
pronounced-
backwards.
Isn't it pronounced Yigonu?
No, I pronounce it Yigano. You can get out of here with all that bullshit.
You know how much harder that
Oh,
was
I
to
really
figure
thought
out?
that Rubio was saying that, and I'm like, that's a turn.
No, she's just saying no, and like just backing up, scared.
You know what? I am gonna cast sleep while we think about it. At least gives us a minute.
Sure, you don't just use a spell slot because you're not going to be able to roll low enough.
Oh no! It's not even a spell slot. I just get to do this.
Oh, nice.
It's a racial thing. I get to do it once
Oh,
a
nice.
day.
She's
I mean-
asleep.
If we've got rope, why don't we tie it up? We only got a minute.
Okay, and as you cast sleep on this person, as Gabagulio walks over, Gabagulio, make a wisdom save,
Oh,
and then
no.
-2 off the end of that.
That's not fair.
You don't need to roll.
No, I just wanted to see it. I rolled a goddamn 30 on it.
Yeah, holy smokes, dude.
Jesus.
Okay,
Crazy roll.
you feel your hand.
So before the
About-
I had bless on that. Was I supposed to?
I don't see why
let's
not.
last for a minute.
I don't
haven't
see why-
used Something else.
Okay.
Yeah, but we literally just got out of it and immediately
Yeah.
did this.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So you are going to go tie this person, and you feel your hand move towards your spatula. Like you really want to kill this person. And then you just shake off that urge and you shake your head a little bit. Not 100% sure where that came from.
I tie him up.
Okay. You
I'll help
tie
out
the
with
person
tie
up.
him.
I don't tell anyone
And-
about my murderous urges.
More than likely to end the night, as you
We're all
tie
level
them up,
5.
everyone except for Gabagulio and Ripple, who can be put to sleep by magical means, or because you're an elf, right?
I am a pallid elf, which is immune to sleep.
Okay. The three, Kreezor, Brixum, and Anam, both, they don't go to sleep, but they go catatonic to the point where their senses are all shut off. And we're going to go down to the Whisper channel. This will be the last thing we probably do. It won't take
Oh.
up until 10:30, so don't worry.
Look,
be
Ripple
back.
missed with his fucking sleep spell.
Who are you? Are you taking me with you?
Yes, I'm thinking you and Ripple, because Ripple can hear this.
Okay.
He's in a catatonic
I didn't
state,
know if it
except
was
he can
us two
hear.
or them
He's able to
three.
stave
I
it
didn't know
off.
who was gonna get it.
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just the cool people.
Yeah.
So, Ripple, you're in a state where you can't talk, but you can hear. The ability to stave off sleep has let you gain enough consciousness to still hear the events that are happening and see them to see them. So in front of you, around where the specter was, it looks like a dark portal opens up. And in front of you, you see the form of Grast slowly step out.
Dang.
Look at the tied up warlock and say, I thought I told you to kill him. And just look right at Gabagulio.
Well, I haven't had time to really get the whole gang on board with that yet. I also
There's
kind
no
of
getting
wanted.
on board. You kill Yigano, any of their cult. What did I tell you? What did I say?
Well, he doesn't even seem like he's part of the cult. I was trying to figure that out. I don't want to kill the wrong guy.
Once a cult of Yigano, always.
Fair enough.
Now I can't kill him because you made the decision not to.
I mean, I
They're
can
gonna
still
live.
kill him.
Are you going to do that, though?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I could. I'll take that under
I
advisement.
don't know how much I trust you right now.
I thought.
Are you going to do it knowing that your brother back there is listening right
Well,
now?
first of all, I didn't know that.
You got to learn to see
No.
things. You don't say that. You see his eyes move back and forth a little bit.
Oh,
This is a
it's
weakness.
that brother. Yeah,
I'm
he's
not-
always
I'm not
listening.
okay with this weakness. You kill the cult of Yigano, like I said.
It-
And he like teleports behind Ripple. Look. I don't want to have to go. Maybe I'm doing this the wrong way. Maybe I should try and give you a benefit. You told me that you always felt like you were second best in here to someone specific. What if I make this specific person who think are better than you disappear? Then you'll be the best.
Like no
And he
one
put-
ever
he, like,
was.
Conjures a thing of magic dampening handcuffs and just, he doesn't permanently put them on Ripple, but he puts them on quickly. I could just take him away to the chantry. He'd be there. You wouldn't kill him. He'd still be
Well-
alive. You'd be the leader. Isn't that what you wanted?
Well, I mean, everyone wants to be the leader in some capacity. I want to earn it. I don't just want to get it. You know what I mean?
The cuffs go off of Ripple and he said, don't worry about this one anymore. And he looks while looking at the cultist. You've made your decision, but don't fail me ever again. And he disappears. And we'll go back because everyone's going to wake up at this moment.
Okay.
So the three of you are no longer
one said you were
catatonic.
invited back here.
Ripple is back up. And Gabagool's been there the entire time.
Boy,
The three of you have no clue what happened. You lost all of your senses
Oh.
at that moment.
I got
boy,
really sleepy for a moment.
Gabagoolio, mother and father would be proud. But
Family.
also, did anybody get a degree in therapy when we're back at the main city? Because we have some stuff to unpack.
What?
This has been
What?
going on.
Family.
What's stuff, Purple?
I've been staring at this freaking tied up child the whole time.
No, you haven't. You took a nap. I'm immune to naps.
Is that why you're so grumpy?
I thought I had a fun and pleasant demeanor.
He's been through a lot.
You do, but there's stuff to unpack.
He's been through a lot. I would I'd give him time to process it. I'm still processing it myself. I've been going through this for a year or so now. It's
What, does this happen all the time?
enough.
Does what happen all the time? We
There
take
was a-
naps?
There was a demon prince here for a second to put you all to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
He doesn't normally do
Wow, I
that.
would have felt that.
He doesn't normally fuck with you guys.
He got mad that we did. He got mad that Gabagoolio didn't kill the warlock on sight, and then offered to imprison me away so that Gabagoolio could be the leader of the group if he just did it. And Gabagoolio said, "I want to be the leader of the group on my own terms. I'm not doing it." And now we're here.
I stood my ground pretty well against the demon lord and lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, like I said, mother and father.
Well,
be
now.
proud.
My takeaway from this is that Gabagoolio is an extreme risk to the group and continued member of the party.
I would say that I am extremely well I know my convictions, okay? I'm good. I just told the demon lord I wouldn't do the thing he wanted, and he just said, "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed," and stormed off.
But like,
Except
could
he
said
respond
he
was
much
mad.
more
No, no,
violently
wait,
in the
wait.
future.
No, he
Oh,
definitely
did
said he
say
was
don't
mad.
do it again. Yo, he definitely said don't
Yeah.
do it again.
He was definitely
Yeah,
mad.
so-
Yeah.
I stand by my statement.
I
Um,
mean, he ate his friends. He's a cannibal.
We can
I-
we can discuss this outside.
We can discuss this outside, yeah. This is true. I've got him all tied up. Let's
We
bring
can
him
discuss
outside.
this outside.
Wink.
I
I'm
stab him.
getting less excited about all of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
with both
you-
knives.
If you would like to. Oh, so what are you doing with this potentially no longer warlock of Yugano?
Dragging him with it, tying him up, and dragging him with us.
Okay. So you're able
Yeah.
to tie them up fine.
It
You
sounds
tie them
like
up,
we should've killed him.
drag them to the other side of the mountain.
Is
and
there anything
as-
else for its loot in this room or anything?
No, there is a sword
Heavy gold,
on the
got it.
warlock if you would like to take. It said it's a rapier specifically,
Why don't we take the rapier? We'll give it back to
Ooh.
him. But
and a couple daggers. Now want some more daggers.
we'll take his weapons. I'm going to examine.
I
his
think I'm
weapons
good
while
on the
we're walking,
daggers.
but We'll give him back.
Okay.
to him when we're done
Yeah,
with
is the rapier anything cool?
You do an Arcana check.
it. All right.
Anam, is the rapier cool?
It is.
You would
I-
know. It's cool, but it's also not great as far as it's cursed.
Oh,
Like it's a +1 weapon, but it's cursed.
it's spicy.
How cursed?
No, the nature of the curse would take probably an identify spell or a longer period of time.
I
to
can
figure
ritual
out.
cast it, but it takes 10 minutes. I'm assuming that we're trying to leave here and not. Have
Yeah,
you
let's
ritual
get
cast.
outside and then you can
We'll do it next time we have a rest.
Do you have a remove curse spell?
We
No,
Not
that's
yet.
a service.
not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so you're able to get to the other side of this mountain. And where we will end tonight is as you go out the mountain, you crest a small hill and you look out in the distance. you see a town, a good-sized town that is cobbled together with all sorts of random laid out buildings. It looks like complete chaos. People just built a house wherever they could. You get the sense this is probably the main town of where you are now. It is not even 2 hours away. In the distance from there, you see one of the largest lakes or almost oceans that you've ever seen in your world, in that you've ever heard of. And it is full of what looks like a red, bubbly, sickly liquid.
Hot.
Oh.
And as far as you know, Malhoun went that way, across it, to the east. And
Huh.
that's where we'll end.
Man, we didn't gain time on that fucker?
Well, you did. You don't see him currently, but you know he went over the mountain.
It's crazy that we're level 5 now too. That's where all the good
You're
shit
really
is.
close. I'm gonna
With
hold
my
you back just
eagle eyes-
one more session.
Do
All right, I actually
spot
gotta
his
go to my
sails?
character sheet then and unlevel myself because I was picking it while we were
No,
on.
I gotta hold you back one more session, and then you can be 5.
Man, that's where I start coming online.
Correct. That's why I'm holding you back just one more.
I mean, we're doing pretty
It's
good already.
It's already very difficult to balance. I'm very happy I was able to still make a dungeon that was deadly
Hard.
enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that was scary.
That was good. That's what I wanted it, and I'm
Well,
happy
I think that
that
we're
worked
going to be
out, man.
balanced by the fact that we like you said, we don't have anybody to tank damage for us. So we're either going to do really well or we're going to go down. I think.
It could happen. You want to know what the other way would have been?
Oh yeah, if we kept going south.
No, if you had gone over the slow way.
Yeah.
So it is a scaled up version of the first map in Phandelver. The first cave.
I love it.
With the trap.
No, without the trap, because whenever it got to this, because this mountain is kind of, because the entire nature of the world is it's all cobbled together with different universes and worlds. Whenever it shifted here, the trap never really got put back together. But the rest of it's there. That would have been the easy one, and it would have been. But it also would have taken you longer.
I think I missed the first cave in Phandelver.
It's the one with the goblins and the bugbears and the trap, the water trap. Is it the water trap one?
I wasn't there for that.
Gotcha.
I did Mines of Phandelver, but I missed the first session, which I'm assuming is where that cave is.
That's usually where that cave comes up. But yeah, currently Elden Ring is in front of you. The lands between.
The entire Elden Ring.
Not the entire Elden Ring.
At some point, when I finally cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, this is the laughter that I'm using to drive them insane.
Is it happening?
Oh, okay. No, I already can hear it.
I can't.
I posted it in Discord.
So you got to look at the link, but I can already hear it.
I refuse. If we're gonna be in Elden Ring, is anybody gonna start eating grapes? Oh, I love Steins Gate.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I do love grapes.
That anime was like, it hit me like a ton of bricks when that show finally took off. Like, it's like, oh, this is just happy slice of life silly anime, and then bang.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, you want it to get dark? Too bad.
Holy shit. Spoiler alert, but IBM is in on it. Oh my god. What's going on here?
All right.
But do think about level 5. That'll happen either halfway through next session or at the end of next session.
Mine's quite easy. I just get Fireball.
And also keep in mind your things that you can do in each zone, as far as like wizards healing the weave, going after another cult, finding the rogue or the thieves guild
I gotta find
higher
the
up.
major item to do it with, though.
That would be more like researching in the first, because you're going to go to the first major town. You can research what might be considered a major magical item of the region from back in the day.
B and the D. All right. Is anybody's schedule getting weird anytime soon?
I don't think
It's
No.
July.
July is the weird month.
Yeah, I'll
Mine's,
be out a
mine's
week.
pretty much always trash, but
What happens in July?
I'm going camping.
Ooh,
Wednesday?
Yeah, a week, Monday to
go
Friday.
for a week. You better, yeah. You better take a week off. You deserve it.
Wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna show up at Walmart tomorrow morning and attempt to get a Switch 2 without standing outside.
That's hilarious.
That's funny what you said.
We'll
There are
see.
people
It's
doing it right now at Best Buy in Williston. They're on Reddit.
I stood for a Switch 1. I stood outside in, oh boy, what is this temperature in Fahrenheit? I stood outside in, oh, it's the same, -40 Fahrenheit.
Oh,
for
hey,
a
you
Switch
found the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I found the one that matches. -40 outside for like a long time to get a Switch 1. And this time I was like, you know what? I don't really care that much. If it's there, I'll get it, and if it's not, then I'll just get a Steam Deck.
I unfortunately only will agree to change temperature systems if